What's crack-a-lackin', guys?
Laying
We
eggs.
are doing a bit about eggs today.
Welcome to what, season 3 of the Underdogs podcast?
Yeah.
Yes. Was it better season 2 or was that an offshoot?
We actually started season 2 on episode 100, or maybe it was 101. I can't remember.
That was like a spin-off series, like Young Sheldon.
yeah.
Yeah, that was young Sheldon.
We
The
was-
Young Sheldon.
Is
Young
that a
Sheldon.
compliment or a diss?
Huge compliment.
I mean, to call our whole thing The Big Bang Theory is a diss, but
yeah,
you
the
know.
most popular show in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory's going on
They're
for
all
like
getting paid $1 million
20-something.
an episode.
All right, never mind.
I'll
Yeah.
be cringed for $1 million an episode of the Underdogs podcast.
Call me Leonard.
How much
Yeah.
do we get paid per episode? It's definitely not $1 million.
No, hell no.
Are we losing money per episode?
This is a new show. It's called it's called A Bit About.
Oh,
I prefer a little bit about, but a bit
People-
Oh,
about.
and it seems to be slipping in.
Yeah. And we do a different topic every week. We do 15 minutes each. We run the show. And we're doing eggs this week.
Yes.
a bit about eggs. I mean,
Yeah, we brought back segments, so each of the underdogs has brought a little something, vaguely egg related.
Do you want to like tease what you've brought and we'll do everyone's tease, or are we just going to
yeah.
yeah.
blind
I can give a name of mine. Do you guys have names?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's over easy underdogs. There we go. Moving on.
I think that's a take on the famous game over
Hey, don't
underdog.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
No, it is.
Why
That's-
over easy?
That's like an egg thing.
That's how you cook
over
eggs,
easy.
over
Oh.
I
easy.
feel
Never
like
even
Jordan
heard that.
didn't announce it very excitingly. I was just
Over
trying to-
easzy undercooked
Yeah.
eggs.
Mine's Humpty Dumpty with a little bit of ostrich eggs.
What?
Who's next? Go, keep it moving.
Mine's the chicken and the egg game.
Yeah, brilliant.
And mine is to the egg streams.
Very nice.
How
So,
do we decide who goes first?
I don't know. I think we'll probably get
Can
there.
I start us off with some egg facts?
There you go.
sure.
Don't-
We got there.
What if you steal my egg facts?
That's it. Okay, we're going to find out very quickly if we've all got similar egg topics.
I doubt your egg facts are the same as mine.
Hope
If
so.
they
Perfect.
are we shocked?
Should we say that we're doing this because it's like we feel like we've talked about ourselves a fair amount and we're kind of out?
Yeah, I'm sick of. I'm out of personal stories.
So
That being said, it's not 100% eggs.
yeah, should we start off? Did anyone do anything in the week?
No.
All right,
we
Peter,
just-
take
you
us away.
Just said that
Yeah.
we are out of things. Then
Well,
you
I
do
had my
that.
birthday, but Peter kind of.
No. Eggs.
Because I feel like we should keep a little bit of us in it, and then,
Eggs. No, I think we interspersed it in between the eggs.
Yeah, you sprinkle it in between the
Oh.
eggs.
Sprinkle a bit of personal anecdotes.
When I get a bit of
I see.
crossover between eggs and birthday facts, I'll let you know.
It's like when you see a good opportunity to talk about your week, you know? When you're like, wow, I did have an egg.
yeah.
Anyway.
A birthday.
Oh, I
egg.
shat my pants because of an egg once.
Jesus.
All right, Peter, you start.
We can tell that story later.
Actually, I'm on board with personal stories again. Zach,
okay.
go on.
Go-
no, that's later.
Okay.
Save
Will
that.
you get the live chat up for me just while I'm
Yeah,
doing this?
sure thing.
World Egg Day happened this month on the
Wow.
11th of October.
World Egg
It was
Day.
actually the day after. Oh no, there was the day before I was researching eggs. I first started thinking about eggs on the 12th ever. So and then I
What's
was like,
the date
wow.
today? Sorry,
It's
day of
the,
recording
what,
is 23rd.
23rd. I was like, wow, I just missed World Egg Day. That would have been nice. Anyway,
What do they do?
I
What sort of celebration?
Just appreciate eggs.
Do you want to look at my note? World Egg Day, 11 Oct. That's all I got.
11 October, is that roughly the day we conceived that we would do eggs for the first podcast?
Oh
Conceived
my
like
God.
an egg.
No, it's
Yes.
that
No,
5G
it was a bit
shit.
earlier, I think.
It was earlier.
We
Yeah.
fertilized our mental eggs.
Yes, and they're about to hatch.
They're
11th,
about to
no, it wasn't. It was on the 9th, I think, we came up with it. Anyway,
There's an egg
No.
museum in Romania.
Brilliant.
So if you're ever in Romania, go check it out. And according to the World Egg Day information, there is 6 billion egg recipes.
Wow.
that's a lot of egg
That's
recipes.
almost a recipe for everyone.
Yeah.
Wait, there's so many people then. There's so many
The
people.
first time you've realized how many people there are is because there's one for every egg recipe and more.
yeah.
It's like, you know, they do those like visualizing the amount of
reference point.
people and it'll be like like pieces of paper would stack up to the moon or
Yeah.
whatever. And Jordan's just like, wow, egg recipe.
Well, what's your guys' favorite egg recipe? I like just cooking them.
I like them raw. What do you
No,
mean?
no, let's leave it there.
Me too. I like cooking them too.
I like,
also my
what's this
favourite.
recipe called? I just put it in and then put the lid on and then they're done.
Only 5,999,999,999 more. We've got cook 'em and we've got the rest. Thanks, Jordan. I like just cooking them.
You didn't say how. Or
Just that's what I said. You put the lid on.
eggs are
That's gotta be
famously,
one
like,
recipe.
You can cook them in a lot of different ways. Just the ingredient, and that's a very fascinating.
The
element.
ingredient.
like an egg.
Yeah.
You can boil it, scramble it, poach it, etc.
That's what I'm saying. Mine is.
But you didn't specify, which is
Yeah.
fascinating.
Mine is cooking it. What is it
No,
called?
no,
Is
no.
it fried?
No, you're just boiling
No, cooking.
in the pan.
They're all cooking.
Okay, this is
Jordan.
what I do. This is how I prepare my eggs.
Okay,
We can
cool,
go
tell me
around the
first.
circle.
Yeah.
I get the smallest pan possible.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my eggs to spread around.
egg pan.
Yep. And then I get maybe 3-4 eggs. Put them all in. Put the lid on.
Do you pierce the yolk?
Nah.
You
Put
leave
the
the
lid
yolk
on,
as is.
and then in about 4 minutes, they're cooked.
Okay, Jordan. What's the full name for a pan?
Anaconda? I don't know.
A what pan?
Pan, a cook pan. Fry pan. Fried eggs!
There you go.
Oh,
There you
fried
go.
I
eggs.
feel like I watched the neurons connecting in real time there.
Fried eggs.
Fried eggs.
Jackson, you're up
I
next.
like them boiled. I like 'em
Synapse is
boiled.
firing. We're awake. We're ready to go.
I'm also a
It's
fry
early
guy.
morning.
You're a fry guy and a.
Poached, but I'll
Poached
never do that
then?
myself.
Oh yeah, I'm the same. I'll get poached when I'm out,
Yeah.
but I boiled at home.
Oh, that's like I get salmon when I'm out.
That's not an egg. What are you talking about?
No, Jordan thinks he gets salmon when he goes out because he never has it at home. So he
Yeah.
has something
So
different.
it's the same.
It's the same concept as me getting a poached. I've got learned to understand this. Man.
We've been
Translator.
together for
It's
a
the
few
same
months.
concept as me getting poached eggs when I go out because I can't make them at home.
Yeah, like
Thanks,
the better.
Jackson.
You're welcome.
You're the middleman.
All right, would you like me to start with my segment?
Oh, I thought that was it.
No.
Yeah.
That was just a little
A
intro.
little warm up.
This is the chicken or the egg game,
I'm ready.
where you guys have to
Chicken
tell
or egg
us
game.
what came first with these different situations that I'm going to be telling you.
Oh, that's great.
Do you have an answer for the titular question? The chicken or the egg? Or do we get to that later?
It depends on your definition of an egg.
Oh,
if it's
interesting.
Oh, dear.
are you a chicken egg
Oh, no.
or any egg?
yeah.
Because any egg certainly came first.
But a
So
chicken
if
egg
it's
had to have
the
come
egg-
from a chicken. Or did it?
How good's this new show going? Right.
All right.
I think it's fun.
What came first?
Yeah.
We'll start roughly on topic. The first Family Guy chicken fight, or the first appearance of Dr. Eggman in Sonic. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
I know.
predicting I'm going to get none of these right, so I'm going to go against my instinct every time.
Whoa.
Are we playing as a team?
You
Little
each get to
discussion?
guess, and you can run it over with each other. But let's do it as a team.
I'm
Let's
going
do
to
team.
go Dr. I don't know how old Family Guy is, but I know Sonic's pretty old, so I'm going to
Yeah,
go
I
Dr.
think it's-
Eggman.
Do you
Is
reckon
he the
Dr.
bad guy or
Eggman
is the
was in
bad
the
guy?
first, like...
He's a bad guy.
You know the, like, pixel one where it's just, like, Green
Pretty
Hill Zone
sure.
and he does loops?
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog is what that one's called.
Yeah, I think he's in there. Because who else was Sonic fighting?
Yeah.
How long's
he's
Family
the most
Guy been
iconic
going?
one.
I don't know. I was
too.
never allowed to watch Family Guy.
I'll stick with you guys. We'll go Eggman.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
Eggman.
it's on theme, so it's got to be Eggman.
Oh, it has to be.
Or chicken fight.
Damn it.
whole
oh,
thing's on
what
theme.
came first, the chicken in Family Guy or the egg?
Yeah.
Good
I
segment.
thought
This
about
guy's
this.
good.
Good
I've thought
seg.
about
This
it.
guy.
I just
This
got it.
guy.
Yeah,
I just
Peter's
got
not
it.
mucking
Damn,
around.
that's going to be the whole thing probably.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Mine is
wow.
mine is not this good. Keep going.
Sorry, what's the answer?
We've gone
Dr. Eggman.
Now I found out about the chicken fight. I want to flip up the script and go chicken fight.
Ooh.
Nah, I think
I'm out.
Eggman.
Eggman is correct.
Yeah.
There was 2-1. I'll take the majority. That was in 1991 in Sonic the Hedgehog, and the Family Guy chicken fight was on Boxing Day, 1999. So 8 years after. So that was a pretty easy one to start us off.
That was simple.
Very easy.
Pixels, that was a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. What came first? The color orange or an orange, the fruit?
What are you talking about? The color orange.
As in, like when
was-
someone defined it as orange.
In like the
Holy
English
shit.
language.
Oh,
That is
I
a
was going to say
deep
orange can't
question.
exist without orange.
Yep.
So what came first?
Which
the
one do you
fruit
mean?
or the color?
Yeah, is the color named after the fruit
Hang on,
or is
good
the fruit...
point.
that sentence, Jordan.
Yeah, that makes sense now. That it didn't
Which
make
one
sense.
are you talking about?
I'm saying the color has to exist at least at the same time at the latest as orange.
So which
Unless
answer do you
oranges
wanna
were
go?
yellow.
What answer do you want to go?
Sorry,
No,
can
but-
you start again, Jordan? Nobody interrupts. Let him cook here. What
I'm
the
saying,
fuck?
okay, there's no way that the color. Well, before I figured out it was defined, so this whole sentence is pointless. But I'm going to say it anyway. There's no the color orange can't come any later than the item of orange because the orange was orange. Anyway,
No, but Okay.
Let's move on because it's a pointless sentence.
Imagine this. You're like walking through the forest.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, wow, what's this fruit? Tastes pretty good. It's a bit of a strange color, though. And we currently are like, I'm going to call this fruit an orange. And then it's like, while we're at it, we don't have a name for the color between red and yellow. This is sounding very convoluted. I think I'm on your
No.
side.
We got to change it to when we defined it as the color. Is that what you're saying?
I think the color's got to have come first. After walking through hell.
Are you saying the word?
There's a connection here.
I
don't understand.
Peter, what are you saying about the color orange? Do you mean just the color existing in the world, or
No,
English
being
people?
Defined.
Okay,
I mean, how does a color exist apart from people evolving to perceive it? Like,
it could be there.
in the English language, when was orange used
For the first
each
time.
of the things first?
The fruit came first, 100%. Because they probably called, like Shakespeare probably called it the like orangeol, and then they changed it in like the
then
90s.
they named the color after it.
I think Jordan's right. I don't like oronjo much.
Yeah, but
I
Wait,
think
is he talking about for the fruit? Or
he's
for
saying
I'm
that
saying the
Shakespeare called it oronjo before the English language
he called
it orange.
which one, the fruit or the color?
good point. I'm saying that the color, defining the color, would have come later, before like the orange fruit would have existed in the world for a very long time. Is that what we're
Okay, can
comparing?
we get a final answer? I think we need to wrap this one
we
up.
need to move on. I'm going to go with the
Fruit.
The fruit was first.
Yeah.
Me too.
Let's
All
do
right.
fruit then.
That is correct.
Oh, let's
the
go.
fruit came first. It comes from the old Persian word narang, or orange, narang, where the
narang.
emperors would collect exotic trees for their landscape gardens, and that's where they got the fruit from. So it's a Persian word, and
Cool.
that got kind of put into English because
I didn't even think about how English wasn't really even the first language.
No.
No, it's
yeah.
well behind.
and then picked up the color from there. All right, what came first, the can or the can opener?
That's got to be
That's
a trick
crazy.
question.
Yeah, this is throwing me for a loop.
I'm going the can.
I reckon the can opener would have been used to open large barrels, but it just sounds terrible to say that it
Yeah,
came
because
first.
who would invent a can without a can opener already being existing? It would be the most annoying invention ever.
You're
you know
onto
what? Yeah,
something
you know what I
there.
mean. No one would be like, "Guys, I've made a can," and they'll be like, "Well, we
do we
can't
get in
open
it?"
it first." The can.
can-
Op-
Imagine that though. It's like, oh, look what I've invented. How am I going to open this? And he goes, look what I made last week. Can opener.
so I'm going can opener because it's like, okay, we're gonna make a can, but first, how are we gonna open it?
Imagine if he's like, I've put all my beans into this can, and everyone's like, oh, like, wish we could get it. First person to invent something to get into it gets the beans.
Yeah.
What
so
are you going? Can
Everyone's-
opener.
I think it's got to be the can opener.
And your logic is that someone's about to create the can, and they stop and go, so let's make a can opener first.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
because
maybe
how would
because the
you-
can opener could have been used for something else as
I'm
well.
going with the can first.
No, it's got to be some type of can opener, even if it's like a.
You might be correct, but that is not correct.
No, I'm going with can opener too.
When the teacher says, "Show you're working," this is why.
It's like 95% done, the can design, and he goes, put that aside.
We're gonna open this
Not
bad
time,
boy.
It's not time.
It's currently I can't
Yeah.
because I can't open it.
Because no one's gonna get behind the can if you can't open it.
They're like, Edison, all the big inventors in here. I'm about to finish this, but I need to be able to open it.
It feels
Wrong.
like a bit of
Can.
a
Yeah.
like a Steve Jobs reveal. Like the first person to make the can would have done this big event for like his new inventions, and he's like, "Look, everyone, the can," and it's like keeps food fresh, like fully sealed from the outside world. And then someone in the crowd is like, "But how do you open it?" And then he's like, "I'm glad you asked."
Yeah.
And he's got the
can opener.
backstage.
But what
Hands
did he make
together
first?
for Jeffrey can opener.
No, but
And then if it's Apple, and he's like, "All right, so you can get the can, then you can get the can opener for only $6,000."
Okay, I'm going can. What are you doing? Can opener?
Yeah, but
think it's
yeah,
can
I'm just
opener.
committing to can opener.
All right, so can opener has one. The can opener was invented in 1858.
No.
The can was invented in 1810.
Damn it.
Don't know what they did for those
Yeah,
first
what were they
48 years.
doing?
Honestly, no idea what they were cooking.
They might have done that peel one.
I think that's a more
With the
complicated
Coca-Cola
one.
top?
I think the ring pull was probably an even later invention.
Might have been. I suppose maybe you cut it with a knife.
Well, you-
Yeah, probably.
You
a-
reckon?
Stab it
a
open.
brick?
A brick? Imagine that. All right, get it off the floor.
It would have
now.
been very annoying either way.
Okay, moving on.
Damn it.
What came first?
All right.
KFC, the chicken, or Waffle House, the eggs?
Oh, I've never. What's Waffle House?
Waffle
That's
House
American,
is
right?
A
Zach.
chain of American like diners.
I don't know anything about Waffle House. Do you?
Nope. Zach,
I say we
I
take it
went-
away.
Complete creative
Oh, I
control
hate
to
this.
answer this question.
I
But
went to a Waffle House and they didn't seem very good. So how does that track with
How does this
KFC?
help us?
Like,
I
do
reckon
we
that means
think it's
they're older
been-
then.
You think they're
No,
older?
I feel like
and
if you're
they're-
older, you've had more time to perfect it.
like KFC has been.
Because how old's KFC? The guy's dead. Colonel.
Yeah.
But he already looked old in the promotional material.
Exactly.
He might have died early.
But maybe he made it early. I mean, late in life. I reckon
Zach.
KFC's at least
I reckon
70
it's
years.
gotta be KFC because I think older things are usually better, and I think KFC's better than Waffle House.
yeah, we haven't tried Waffle. We have
Like
to
the
give
stuff
it-
We
that's
have to
stuck
give him-
around
we-
is
yeah.
usually
We
good.
haven't tried
Full
it.
faith.
Full
So
faith.
what came first, Zach?
KFC.
KFC is correct.
Woo!
Well done, team.
Well done.
KFC in 1947. So it's the oldest chicken joint in the world, I think. The
Wow.
longest continually running chicken franchise.
Respect.
So the chicken came first in this case.
Nice.
Waffle House, 1955. And you said KFC's got to be 70 years
That's
old.
pretty close.
Yeah, it's like 77 years old. Well done.
Hell
Well
yeah.
done.
Thank you. Bit of
I
math.
feel like some of the chicken you get is 70 years old.
Got him.
All right. What came first?
KFC.
I still love KFC.
Me and the Colonel have a big rivalry.
Big feud.
Yeah.
What came first? Pen or paper?
Oh dear.
Paper.
Paper.
Papyrus. Well, yeah, paper comes from papyrus.
Paper, 100%.
right?
Like, what about a feather? Is that a pen?
Yeah, feather and quill.
I
they-
just Googled it, man.
They would have been using paper for more
is
than
I will
writing.
say-
Over Underdogs, and I haven't done any further
Papyrus
research.
does not count. Papyrus is not
Oh.
paper. It's just a plant that's been cut into like sheets.
So that means a quill wouldn't count as a pen.
Oh dear.
Okay, I think we might be reading.
I
it.
reckon it's paper.
I'm going paper.
Paper. I think there's an easy layout.
I reckon they had pens and they would just write on other stuff.
Maybe.
But what they probably use paper for so much. Like think of everything you can make with paper. Mache and everything.
Name another one.
Keep going.
Those
Paper-
hats,
paper
those
planes.
hats, newspaper.
Jordan, can we have your
Newspaper.
top 5 uses of paper?
Not,
That's 3.
No. There's
Toilet
old.
paper?
There's old
Oh, yeah.
ones.
Toilet paper's a huge one.
I don't know if that's paper. It is in the name, but so is koala bear, and they're not bears.
I wasn't on board, but this example's got me on board.
Nice. Good job, Jordan.
What about paper towel?
Newspaper,
Probably not
paper
as
towel,
well.
Okay, what's the final answer? I think we
paper.
can just
Yeah, paper.
easy layup on this one. All
Yeah,
right.
paper.
What
We've
came
outvoted
first?
Zach.
Pen.
Pen came first.
You
Ridiculous.
guys fucking
Absolutely
suck.
By
ridiculous.
3,300 years.
Holy
I
shit.
told you.
This is a lie.
I told you.
I don't believe this. What was it? Show us a picture of this pen.
I can't.
I
Oh.
reckon it was like a chisel and they were carving into like
That doesn't
caves.
count as a pen.
Well, you don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I don't know. I don't know.
The definition was not provided.
Yeah,
so you
sorry,
have to do your best. No, it's
I
fine.
just Googled it, and you
You've
know how
got
it
to play
gives
the
you-
game.
You
Yeah.
don't even click on a link; it just tells you in the top section.
It's like a little highlighted
trust
blue
you.
bit. I've been
All I
there.
know is you guys
That's
should
my
listen
research.
to me next time.
All right, what came first? The first Mr. Beast video,
Ooh.
or Zach's first video?
Zach, how old's your oldest video?
I thought you were going to say how old am I, which I think is almost
Zach
a better question.
on
Well,
his.
29.
I'm older than Mr. Beast.
I think
I
Mr. Beast's
believe.
first video was like 10 years ago.
Sorry, clarification is it on the existing channels.
I
or
said
just in,
Zach's first video.
Oh,
The human.
100% before, if it's
Yeah.
my old channels.
How
too.
old's that?
Like year 8-ish, which is 2008.
What are we talking? What's
I think
the
it's like
first one?
15 years. And I think Mr. Beast is not. I think it's
Mr.
me.
Beast had some. Oh, his first video ever was like some Minecraft, and it's dog shit. I've seen it.
True, he must have been before me because he's got more subs than me, and we're probably growing at an equal sort of rate.
It's true. Yeah, you're about to hit that exponential
Yeah,
curve.
yeah.
Hold on.
I'm just a few years behind.
Wait. Leap in logic. I disagree.
I'm trying to think how old the first. Oh, how old does he sound? He's like, it's like a thing where it's like it's like his videos now, but it's in Minecraft. He's like in an adventure map, and he's like, "Oh, what am I doing here?"
It's
Sounds
me.
pretty young.
I think
Okay,
it's me.
we'll go with Zach.
Oh, I think it's Zach.
I
My
think it's Zach.
oldest stuff, I look like honestly 12 years old.
Yeah.
So,
Is that
Zach
'cause
it
you
is.
are 12 years old?
probably.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Correct. Well done, team. Good
Whoa.
logic. I was trying to trick you with that because Mr. Beast's first video was in 2012. The first
Yeah.
Lil Z video was in 2014. but the first Zack video, 2008, year 8, like you said.
Wow.
With the adventures of the Toastbusters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a banger too.
Give us a quick synopsis.
I watched it like 3 times while researching this. I couldn't tell you.
It is it's a Lego stop motion.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
has
nice.
the Ghostbusters theme playing. And then there's occasional Windows Movie Maker titles being like, get the toast, or like, I don't know, some shit like that. What
Like
is it?
captions.
I think the biggest problem that I had with it was that it was a Lego stop motion.
YouTuber video like review.
Essay? Video essay?
Add that to your fucking, what's the film ranking website?
Oh,
Letterboxd.
Letterboxd.
The biggest problem I had
But
with
my
it.
problem was,
Yeah.
is that the camera was moving with each shot. It wasn't on like a tripod or something. Like,
Oh, better.
it was
was my
like
first
the
attempt.
whole thing. Every frame was like.
That used to be a big thing though, the Lego stop motion stuff. Me and my friend were making those.
Yeah, I was making it
It's because it's
too.
very accessible. You know,
Yeah.
very very easy to.
I
make.
remember a lot of funny like Star Wars ones. Do you remember the one with Darth Vader and he's in the diner? Classic. Let's move on.
All right, what came first?
I wonder if Mr. Beast made them. His little Lego.
Ooh,
animation.
maybe.
Matches or the lighter? What came first?
Oh,
It's
that's
got to
gotta
be matches. That's
right?
ridiculous. If it's lighter, I'm. Okay, what defines a lighter though? Because I don't
Yeah,
know
are
what
we
defines a
talking,
pen.
Like sticks and rocks, like flint and steel,
No,
caveman days.
that one came first, but this is
Okay.
after that.
That's
Okay.
like the first fire.
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
These ones are close. So, you know, it's not like it's a complete blowout.
Damn it.
Like a gas lighter?
Just like the first pocket lighter.
Yeah. Pocket lighter?
Pocket lighter.
Let me Google it.
I
Pocket
think that's a
lighter.
big slip, if true.
I think it's matches.
Me too.
I think it's the lighter.
What's the logic on the? I'm trying to think.
I
of
reckon a match
the
is pretty
lighter.
complicated. Like whatever that thing on the red thing is, I wouldn't know how to do that.
Would you know how to make a lighter, you idiot?
Probably because it's like gas. There you go.
I
You
thought.
need to see gas to come out.
I feel
But how are you
like
gonna make the
lighters
gas come
wouldn't
out?
have-
Just have a hole.
Sorry, I must advise. Pocket lighter was much later. It's just a lighter. So
Okay.
it was. This one used hydrogen, highly explosive hydrogen.
Would you know how to do that?
What is hydrogen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so no, he
doesn't.
wouldn't. No.
So maybe we go matches.
Does anyone know what hydrogen is?
It's
Is that
the
water?
first element. It's a gas.
Did we think
The sun's made out of it.
if you add
Oh,
another,
yeah.
if 2 pieces of hydrogen and a bit of water, oxygen, that's water.
Yeah, so I was close.
So it's sort of
Two-thirds
like
of the way there.
water. Water made the first lighter. I don't think that's going to be happening soon. How do we?
I reckon a lighter, you've just found elements that are flammable and you're like, cool, let's do that. Match is like, we have to craft some tiny little circle red.
Yeah, but it's made of wood. It's like wood and gunpowder.
I
Those
don't know
two things
why
are fucking
you're,
ages old.
You're so fascinated by the creation of the red piece on the end of a match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
I-
what is that?
What is that?
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But
Who's
when I'm
making
saying
that?
about hydrogen, you like don't even know what hydrogen is, but you still think.
Yeah, but that's the people can also use the hydrogen without knowing what it is.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
the
shit. It's
sun's
fire,
made of it,
man.
You know, they
But
just
how are you
looked at the
getting
sun.
it?
It's just in the earth or something. It's just like whoa, gas.
I think it's matches.
I'm going for the lighter. It's
Can
up
we
to
go
you, Jackson.
matches, Jackson?
All right, we got 1-1. Jackson, you've been hit with the deciding blow
What
for
are you
some
going
reason.
with?
I'm going with lighter.
Do you want to think the lighter came first?
The red stuff
I've
I
got
think
like
is
a-
match powder.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but what
that
is that? What is that?
Match powder.
I thought it was. Is it gunpowder? Is like basically the same.
Isn't it
Wouldn't that
phosphorus?
explode?
Oh yeah, it is phosphorus.
I'm
Do
following
you know
my
what
heart.
phosphorus is?
But I don't know if the
Jordan?
first match used phosphorus. Like, I don't know
Oh,
if that's what
no.
we use now.
Lighter.
Lighter
Ooh.
Sorry, Zach. I'm going
is
with my heart.
correct.
Yeah,
Well done.
thank
Good
you.
call.
Thank
Just
you.
testing you guys.
Sorry, sweaty.
This is a hard question.
It's a
was it?
hard question.
It says first lighter was in 1816, matches 1826.
Whoa.
Very close.
Pretty close. They were cooking.
Can we? Do you have any info on what the first lighter was? Like, what is that?
It says. Oh, did I close that? Sorry, give me 1 sec.
Like,
I had it open just a second ago.
it seems really hard to make that in what was it? 1826.
The first lighter was called a Doberinas lamp. Sorry, that's German. Sorry, I probably cooked that.
Lamp.
But his lighter did not use butane or oil as fuel. It used highly explosive hydrogen.
Yeah. Wow.
So, like, you just let a bit of hydrogen out, like in a small little bit, and
It's
then you
so-
have a match, like a little spark.
A match?
No,
We
you
had a
don't. I
match.
don't think you have a match.
Hang on, he's let it slip.
How did they light it, actually, to come to think of it?
All right.
These fuckers were using matches the whole time.
They just pretended they hadn't found them yet.
What came first? Sorry, I think I have two more.
Yeah, nice.
The can opener. They made the lighter, and then they were like, "Oh, how are we gonna light the hydrogen?" So they had to make matches.
Took him 10 years.
10 years.
Oh man. Okay, what came first? The first recorded use of marijuana, or the extinction of the woolly mammoths?
Oh my god.
What came first?
Well, woolly mammoths have been gone a while, haven't they?
It's been a while. I haven't seen any.
They fell off.
Are they coming back? I thought.
This is interesting.
I thought they brought them back.
They might be cloning them or
That's
something.
always a thing in whatever.
Yeah, anyways.
It's like when something ended and something started, it's like which one was first. It's an interesting sort of take on life.
Mammoths, I will say, I think went extinct much later than you would imagine. You think that it's going to be like ages and ages ago?
Ballpark me a year.
I think it might have been like just
Yeah.
around, just around when like Jesus left.
Whoa.
Isn't that like
the last-
zero?
No, when he like
think that's what
like
That is zero, yeah.
So
Like, I think it's like, which is, for me is like surprisingly soon. But
If that's true, it's got to be marijuana.
it could be nothing like that though.
you think we've
That's-
been having marijuana for more than 2,000 years?
An insane amount of years, I reckon. I reckon
Dude,
that's
if
when
there
people
were-
started thinking.
I think that might be why they invented religion.
Yeah, no, I've heard that actually. I've heard that the burning bush or whatever, that's a religious thing, is like most likely like he was just tripping on marijuana.
Okay, so based on Zach's logic of it being the year zero, and then they said that marijuana already existed in the year zero,
We're locking it
going to
in.
have to go with marijuana being first.
Yeah,
I'm happy to
is
lock
that
it
an
in.
agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is correct. Well
Nice.
done. Your dates are a bit off, but the logic.
Okay, what's a woolly mammoth? What are we talking?
Woolly mammoth, they think the last pockets of them went extinct in 1650 BC, not AD. So
Wow.
1650 BC. So pretty recent. Like,
Yeah.
the pyramids
thinking
were
that's-
built before the mammoths went extinct, which
What
I
was
think
it?
is a fun fact.
BC.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
maybe that's how they built the pyramids.
Before, that's negative years.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
with
like
mammoths.
3,600 years ago.
You're
Yeah.
right.
because they don't really know how the Egyptians could like build the pyramids.
They use mammoths.
With mammoths.
Yeah.
That's
And
smart.
the first recorded use of weed was in China in 2800 BC. So
How did they record that?
probably with the pen that was invented 500 years previously. Not sure about the paper. Honestly, don't know what they wrote
Peter's
about.
got
What were
an
they
answer
writing
for
on? Who knows?
everything.
That is really fascinating. I loved that.
Yep. All right. Last one. What came first? The chicken nugget or the first baby born from IVF?
That's an egg.
The
chicken and
or
egg.
the
Oh
He brings
my
it back full
god!
circle.
I would have no clue.
Circle of life.
I reckon it's got to be the nugget.
Yeah.
All
Nuggets seems easier to make than a baby in a tube.
No, nuggets are complicated
Why?
because it's like who even knows what's in a nugget? It's like the match problem.
Yeah, how do you puree the chicken down to that
Yeah.
consistency?
But I reckon they would have just mashed it up back in the day. Just like, well, what was left
then
in the
again,
chicken
you
and
could
then
take
fried
like
it.
an egg and like a sperm, put it in a test tube, and just shake it up.
I don't think it works like
Yeah,
that.
I'm going with nugget.
I'm going with nugget.
I think it's
because
gonna be
Limited
wrong.
knowledge of IVF seems
Yeah.
not good here.
I reckon the first IVF was like 1980. or
What is
something.
IVF? Is that when you put it in?
Pretty much what Zach said.
In
but
vitro fertilization.
there you go.
They get some like solution, and they get an egg from the girl, and they get a.
They take the
sperm.
egg out of the person.
Oh, that's
and then
complicated.
fertilize it, and
And
then
then
put
they-
it back in.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just reckon they could smash up chicken with a club and deep fry.
I
that
agree.
shit.
They could have made the nuggets first, but they probably didn't think about it. I feel like it's a very like McDonald's probably thought about
Nah.
it first.
Even so, I reckon it would
I
be
think
first.
nuggets have been around like since the 60s. I
Okay,
think
let's
my-
go with
I
nuggets.
think
It
my
seems
parents-
ridiculous if we get a
We're about to get it wrong. All right, let's find out.
All right, so we've gone with nuggets?
yeah.
Okay, so let me just, a little fun fact.
Oh, no.
One of these things
We're wrong.
was invented at Cornell University. Can you guess which one?
The nugget.
Yeah, it's gonna be the nuggets.
In 1963, Zack said in the 60s, nuggets been around.
Yeah.
Invented in 1963. And
Wow.
IVF, the first baby born with IVF, was in 1978.
Oh, thank God.
You
Thank
guys
God.
said
I
God.
said 1980s. We're
Yeah.
pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, well done.
Good job, boys.
Good job, guys. That was the chicken and the egg. I hope you guys learned something today.
We did. I learned a
I
lot.
love
Lots.
history like that. Like what year? And I'd be like fascinated that it's like 1800s. They did something. You're like, oh, surely not.
Yeah.
Even though I have no idea what it was like to exist then.
And then it's even crazier when you go like thousands of years back, like looking at since we just got back from Europe, like the buildings that are like from 500. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's like stuff like I'm pretty sure we're closer to Cleopatra than she was to the pyramids getting
Yeah.
made. Like weird
It's
stuff like
we're
that.
closer
Yeah,
to
I've
the
heard that.
T-Rex than the T-Rex was to the Stegosaurus.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's a good one.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's a good one.
I thought the T-Rex and the steg were like together.
All right, well then you're done.
Yeah, me too.
They had a bit of a rivalry.
How about inventing stuff back then? Like, we got AI and it's like, wow, it's brilliant. But it's like, we already had the computer, so who cares? But like, electricity, what?
Oh yeah, they
Mr.
just like
Tesla.
didn't have that.
How did he come up with that?
Yeah, it's wild.
I
Yeah,
feel like
true.
that's with like the combustion engine for like the car.
Yeah.
It's like, how'd you go from horses to cars?
Yeah.
What a jump.
Yeah, I wonder what our next jump is going to
And
be.
no other
cars-
animals are doing this, by the way.
Yeah.
Where humans are leading the way on inventions.
Well, it's okay. Picture this, right? You're like, okay, how do you get around? You can only picture getting around on an animal. You
Yeah.
can only picture your farm equipment being done by a person or a beast of burden.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, so there's this thing, right? And you put oil in it,
Yeah.
and then you blow up the oil in
Yeah.
small amounts. It turns this thing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Whose idea was that?
'Cause I feel like AI, it's like you can see it coming, like the progression of it. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But this is just like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Well, like we should.
What's the most
do you think we
recent-
could even have one of them now?
Like an
a
invention that's out of nowhere?
big invention that's like.
I feel like
something
the
we could
internet was the
never
last
imagine.
one. The last, like, holy shit.
I think AI is the big one right now. And although
AI
it's happening
sucks.
gradually, but our interconnected world means we're up to date with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
not.
the engine may have come out of nowhere for other people, but maybe not the people inventing it, right?
That's true. Like if suddenly in 20 years there was a perfect AI robot servant and you had no idea it was going to appear. You'd
yeah,
go,
that would be crazy.
"Whoa." Yeah, you're right.
Whoa.
I think AI is the one, but internet is a huge one too.
The internet's got to be the biggest one, at least in our lives.
I think that's on par with like electricity in terms of like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Who's next?
Mine's pretty similar, so I don't know if we want to leave it for a bit. But we
All right.
also need to hear
Jackson.
about Zach's poo story. Is that
Let
coming
me go
up?
and then because mine's Humpty Dumpty and that's sort of like a poo.
Oh yeah, so you'll do a nice little segue. at the
Segue.
end.
I'll do a segue at the end.
All right.
I'm doing ostrich eggs at the end as well to bring it full circle, so I don't know if that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
Humpty Dumpty backwards slash is what my document's called, so that might be important. All right, is Humpty Dumpty an egg or not?
I know.
Shit.
Do you guys know this?
No, he's not.
I don't think so because they never say he's an egg.
But it does sound like he's an egg.
No, it doesn't.
No, but that's just from your interpretation of it because you've seen him drawn as an egg.
Yeah, in the actual yeah.
Have you looked at the source material, Zach?
I've
What
heard
kind
this
of fucking
before.
person has the name Humpty Dumpty? That's all I'll say.
Well, so Humpty Dumpty, from what I read, used to be a short, uncoordinated person. Was a derogatory
Yeah,
term
right.
for someone.
right.
That's a long insult too.
Humpty
That's
Dumpty.
Humpty.
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, you're Humpty Dumpty.
Wait,
so,
short, unintelligent.
no, uncoordinated.
Uncoordinated.
Oh, okay.
It's also a drink where you boil whiskey, I think, and mix it with ale. That's an old drink, something
Sounds
like that.
terrible.
But I wouldn't drink that. Right, so I sort of started research. This is what I thought I was going to do. Tell you guys about Humpty Dumpty. Turns out it's pretty ambiguous, and certain people claim that it's always been an egg, or it's not. Humpty Dumpty, this is Wikipedia right here. Humpty Dumpty is an English nursery rhyme, probably originally a riddle. A riddle.
A riddle.
And one of the best known in the English-speaking world. Now, I thought, how is it a riddle?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there a question included?
So apparently, people that have studied Humpty Dumpty, imagine that,
Humpty Dumptologist.
who must be short, they think that it was originally a riddle because you had to try and guess what Humpty Dumpty was. One of the earliest writings of the thing was supposed to be a riddle. What is Humpty Dumpty? But the book never included the answer.
Oh,
So wait,
mate.
do they
Wait, so
have
it
any
could have
pictures?
been like, what am I?
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty, and then it's like an egg or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
What do you think it is?
Did they have pictures? I'm guessing.
So the
not.
first picture of Humpty Dumpty was a human, which was in, I think, 1803. And then it swapped over when it became a nursery rhyme more so than a riddle. So it's kind of interesting.
Well, it's not
There's
very
a few-
PC to like fall on your head and die. As a
Yeah.
human, is it?
Yeah, so they're like, let's
If
switch
it's
it
a
up for an
human
egg.
and it's couldn't put Humpty together again, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Well,
he's dead.
He's
Fell
dead.
far enough to like be losing limbs
Dude,
or
he had a
like,
great fall.
organs.
It's a big fall.
Yeah.
The first recorded was in Samuel Arnold's Juvenile Amusements. That's in 1797. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. 4 men and 4 more could not put Humpty
Together no
Humpty
more?
Dumpty where he was before.
Couldn't
Oh,
pop him
good
back up.
rhymes. Do you reckon though maybe back in the day death was more like funny
Yeah,
to
well,
kids?
it probably has happened all the time.
That's what I'm thinking. Like most of human history, like you just see like someone die.
Yeah.
all the
Like
time.
the pocket full of posies, when it's like a tissue
isn't that a
will
black?
fall down.
Yeah, it's the plague, right?
Yeah, it's a plague. So that's just about everyone dying.
Yeah.
'Cause
It's
they're
weird
all
how these
sick
things take
and
off,
they need
eh?
tissues.
Yeah.
Like whoever invented Humpty Dumpty wouldn't have been like, this is going to last for the rest of human history.
He's
It's
like, I've got this.
It's like insane that it took off.
I want to know the itsy witsy spider lore.
Oh, yeah.
Itsy bitsy spider, itsy bitsy spider.
There's a YouTube
Went
channel
up
that
the
does
water
like I
spout.
watched his video on Humpty Dumpty and he
Nice.
does all the nursery rhymes origins.
That's pretty
if you're
epic.
interested.
Wow.
I don't remember his channel name.
Shout out to whoever you are.
Anyway, so I did a lot of research onto Humpty Dumpty. There's a lot of different versions. One of them, Humpty Dumpty sate on a wall. It's SATE on a wall. And it said, we've left in the original spelling. So that's literally what
Is
it
that
was.
like the past, the way,
Sate?
old
Sate?
English for sat?
I don't know. And then it says Humpty Dumpty, but instead of Y's, it's got I's. Sort of like a hip hop name. Yeah. that was
Dude, that
interesting.
is my like hip hop duo name, Humpty and Dumpty,
Humpty and
both
Dumpty.
with an I.
Anyway, I'm reading all this and I'm like, oh, a bit bored of this.
Fair.
Time for some riddles, I thought.
Oh, good.
Oh.
So I searched 107
It's going to take a while.
Are we going to do it
riddles.
all?
No, I just picked the best riddles.
Yeah.
And I command F for egg to find an egg riddle.
Oh.
There was nothing.
Nothing.
So I had to do my own work. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Wait, so you've made your
Me.
own riddle?
I've
Me.
sort of used the existing IP and swapped some words out for egg.
Is this going to make any
Nice.
sense? Me.
All right, you can go first, Peter.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
You are doing an egg competition, and you get more eggs than the person in second place. What place are you in now?
Second.
Jordan?
Yeah. Well, I assume because it's whoever's in first, it's a mystery. 'Cause did you get more than them or not?
No, I think you came first. If you got more eggs than the person in second, then you're
yeah, but
first.
you're not. No. 'cause-
Don't shut up, Jordan.
It's second.
Dumbass.
You
Wait,
overtake
can you-
the person in second.
If some-
I did the same
You're
thing when I
playing
read it.
Mario Kart. You overtake second. You're now in second. You're not in first if you overtake second.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what I went
I thought
like.
we were saying final placings. I thought you said they
Yeah.
came second.
No.
No, you get more eggs
Oh, no.
than the person in second place.
Oh, in second place.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You are doing an egg competition. It's present
Okay.
tense. Anyway, that's an egg riddle.
Yes.
I thought it was
Let's
past
go.
tense.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, riddle 2. I had to invent some rules for this world because it doesn't make sense otherwise. So in this world, every year you get another egg.
Oh,
Right?
cool.
So
Great.
The question was like, Mark got older by 13
It's
years.
like,
instead. He gets an
he
egg.
gets an egg every year. That's right. So when Grant had 8 eggs and his brother had half as many eggs, and Grant is now Grant now has 17 eggs.
Yeah, I know. this
13
one.
eggs.
How many eggs does his brother have?
13 eggs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay, here's another one. Here we go.
This is the best you could find in the
Hold on,
107.
it'll make more sense soon. What? Who wants Zach? Your
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
What is heavier, a ton of scrambled egg or a ton of boiled egg?
Ooh, boiled eggs. Does that have the shell or?
Yeah, it's got the shell on still. Still got the shell.
They are the same.
Yeah, let's say both.
No, boiled eggs way more because they're less dense. More dense, obviously.
Do you guys find though that when you scramble eggs, they just disappear?
Yeah.
Like you could have like 4 boiled eggs, and it'll be like lunch and
Eating a
breakfast
boiled
at
egg is
once.
like,
Yeah,
eating
that's a meal.
scrambled
is
egg
it because
like,
they
forget it.
evaporate off with a boiled egg as a container, so it
No, I
can't
think-
lose
Is it
any
because you're
water
shoving
weight?
it together?
Yeah, I think it's just all like
It's got the water weight in it.
in the smallest like shape that it can be.
Yeah.
Like there's
You
no
shove it
air
in.
gaps.
Anyway,
Because a lot of it, an atom is nothing, right?
Yeah, I could eat
So you're, like, shoving them
4
together.
scrambled eggs. Like
I
it's
don't
nothing.
think that's how cooking works.
It's a mystery.
I don't think you're getting the inter.
We'll never know.
Okay.
We'll never know.
Yeah, you're right.
so I did those and I was thinking, these aren't very good egg riddles.
I was also thinking that.
So I thought, maybe I'll Google egg riddles.
Yeah.
And I found 70 plus egg riddles on riddlequest.com.
Oh.
They're pretty
wow.
easy, so I went to the tricky section. All right. So you got to try and guess what the answer is, Jordan.
Oh no, the first difficult.
I carry life within, though I never breathe, swim, or talk. What am I?
I carry life within, but I never breathe,
Swim or
or talk. The earth.
No,
It's an egg.
Egg.
Damn
He
it.
said they were egg riddles.
Jordan.
And then he said
I
they were
forgot. I
egg
forgot about the whole egg bit.
I knew I was going to get one person. I knew it would be Jordan.
He hadn't said the word egg, but this is on
Oh.
70 plus egg riddles.
But I think
Website.
the egg is. I think Earth is also correct. There's multiple answers.
Within?
No,
I don't know if
no.
it contains
No,
within
it
on the
doesn't.
Yeah.
outside.
No.
Contains.
Wait, life within? Yeah,
In the
it's
earth.
magma. Nothing lives down there.
There's only one answer and it's egg.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
Right,
I'm
Zach,
right.
your turn.
Is the answer to... Okay.
I can be beaten, but I don't feel
fucking
pain.
do this to me.
I can be whipped, but I'm not a horse. What am I?
I'm gonna go with eggs.
Yeah, correct. Jordan,
Yes,
you
I'm
feel
on
like
one-
Mother Goose right now. You idiot.
Oh no!
Are we doing
Alright.
points?
I've been
Yeah,
stitched up.
points.
Yeah, cool.
So you're on 1, Jordan's on 0.
Can we
Peter,
start from now?
You can tie it up right here and
No.
go to yourself a point if you can guess the answer to this question. I house a golden treasure, but I have no locks or doors. What am I?
Go with an egg.
Yeah, we got it.
Honestly,
So-
though,
I'm so embarrassed.
Golden treasure. That's
Golden treasure's
like
a yolk.
It's a bit of a stretch from a yolk.
No, well, most of them were big stretches. I had to pick the 3 that made the most sense.
Yeah.
So that's you guys are all on one. Oh no.
I'm so
Right.
embarrassed.
Yeah, that's really
How
embarrassing.
many more of these do you have?
That's it.
Thank
So
God.
the conclusion was written at the bottom by Riddle Quest about egg puns, and I thought, egg riddles. So I thought I'll read them as this out. This is by riddlequest.com. Egg riddles serve as a delightful mental exercise, touching on the egg's various aspects, from its culinary uses to its symbolic meaning. These puzzles, ranging from the simple joys for kids to the more complex and twisted ones for adults, encapsulate the egg's universal appeal and the intrigue it inspires in our daily life.
This was definitely written by ChatGPT.
It big chat
Oh
GPT.
my gosh!
How's am I going for time? Because I wrote 5 ostrich egg facts in case.
Rapid fire 'em.
Yeah. Hit us.
Okay, ostrich eggs, because I thought I'd reserve that in case I ran out of things to talk about Humpty Dumpty. Largest laid egg by a bird.
Ostrich.
Ostrich.
Yeah. It's the equivalent to 18 to 24 chicken eggs.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's a big egg.
How many grams of protein is that?
A lot. Heaps. Okay, you know a humming bee bird?
Yeah.
Very small, right?
Hummingbird?
Hummingbird or humming?
Humming bee bird.
I do not know a
yeah.
hummingbee bird.
Yeah, it looks like a hummingbird to me.
Okay.
When I Googled it, I was like, what the hell's that? Right. How many eggs of a humming bee bird do you reckon you can fit inside an ostrich egg?
Oh.
Whoa.
Closest gets another point, Jordans. This is your chance.
Considering
I'm
I
going to say
don't know.
278.
Okay.
I'm going to say 277 just
You
to take
dirty
everything
bastard.
less.
Well, I could say 279 and just take the W, but I'm going to go for 2,000.
Yeah, 4,700.
Yeah, I knew it was way more than that.
An ostrich egg is huge. They are capable of supporting the weight of an adult man. I doubt that.
No,
And
I
can be
believe it.
1.5 millimeters thick.
Wow.
Because if you guys ever try to eat an egg, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Sorry? Like,
Yeah,
with
no, no.
Bite
shell
it.
on?
Yeah.
Spins the wheel. Just
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
ask questions.
I've had to try and just eat an egg, and I've realized they're designed in that way. Like your teeth just slide off it. You get no you don't catch on it. So it's pretty smart.
So, like, biting into an egg is hard.
the round shape. It has no weak point.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
surprising because if it was a
equally takes
square,
away.
you could just get the corner.
you can if
Yeah.
you halve
like
eggs,
the block of cheese.
Yes, exactly.
get 2 eggs, get the shells, halve them. You can and then put like a book on top. You can put like 10 big fat books before they break. Like
Whoa.
they really take the weight real good.
Respect to the eggs.
I
Shout
think you
out
could
to eggs.
stand on egg cartons, like, very easily. Because all the eggs are, like, standing up.
Shout out to eggs.
One
Try
more.
it at home.
How long do you reckon it would take to hard boil an ostrich?
Is this for another point?
This is for 0.9 of a point, just so Jordan has
gonna
to
say
sit down. and
3
use this.
hours.
I was going to say 3 hours.
Oh, good
I'll say
guess.
3.5.
3 hours and 1
Say
minute.
40 minutes.
90 minutes.
Oh,
Who's closest?
me.
Peter.
Yes.
Peter
I
cleaned up in the
clean
egg
sweep.
riddles.
Wow.
I should stop going near Jordan's answers. They were terrible.
Yeah, this whole Jordan going first thing really helps me out because it just gaslights Zach.
I can't believe you didn't say egg.
Me too. Me too. I was so invested in the riddle, I forgot that the whole eggman.
Imagine how hard it would be to poo an ostrich egg. Speaking of which,
So hard.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys know that eggs come out of the same hole as everything else?
hold on, that was the perfect segue to Zach's poo story. Actually, this is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Eggs, what do you mean?
They have
The
a
butt
cloaca,
hole?
and that's where they piss shit and lay eggs out of. And
They piss
fuck.
shit. They do piss and shit out the same hole.
And egg.
And egg.
Respect.
A cloaca. Reptiles also got it.
Cloaca.
So Zach,
Do you reckon male is like check out that cloaca?
Yeah, but it's...
Is that the same as the sex hole?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
What? It's
always...
a multi-purpose tool.
Birds always do anal.
Now I think it's...
So egg.
Yeah, so...
what happened to you, Zach?
A bit of Bit of a funny, not so funny story. I woke up and I was having just a terrible day.
Fuck, this story is funny.
Not excellent.
Straight away.
Not an excellent
Hold on.
day.
Oh,
yeah. You wake up, no.
Stay
What
safe.
happened?
I don't know. I think a few like little things went wrong, and just like sometimes you're just not having a good one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was making eggs for breakfast.
Yeah.
And I drank my coffee, and so I really needed to poo, but I had some of my eggs in the pan. I was like, I'll finish cooking my eggs, then I'll go poo. And then
I know where this goes.
You know how there's
Subtle foreshadowing.
you know how sometimes you have an egg that's got like a bit of like sticky stuff on the outside, and it's like kind of stuck in the carton.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it'll have some yolk. I don't know.
Poo.
Yeah.
So it's stuck in the carton. I'm trying to like pull it out. Just decide I'll grip it harder and pull it like harder. Break the egg open with my fingers.
Yeah.
And I'm not having a good day at this point, as we have foreshadowed
That was
earlier
doubly
in the
bad.
story.
I feel like you've told me
Yeah.
this story, but you've left out the second part last time you told me.
Yeah, so I cracked the egg open, and then I screamed very loudly in rage, and in doing so, because I was already on the verge of doing a poo, it was a fart with maybe a little extra. Because I screamed
You were
like,
so mad. You
with
shut
every part of my body, yeah.
You've told me that before because I've got the image of you doing the egg thing.
Yeah.
Maybe when we're traveling,
you
but
never
you
said he
didn't tell me
shat
about the
himself.
shart.
No, I wouldn't have mentioned that.
No, you just thought you'd tell everyone in the world instead.
Yeah, well, it's
We got a lot of listeners.
That is egg
been some
related.
time. I thought it would be good build up for the egg episode.
You guys have shat yourself so many times.
We really haven't.
You had
Oh,
zero
man.
is the normal amount.
I'm like 3 over my whole life. I think that's pretty good. 29 years. That's a 1 shit pants per 10 year
No,
ratio.
well-
That's
Well,
good.
I don't think. I mean, nappy years can't count.
Okay.
At what point does one stop shitting their pants and start
I
counting?
think like from 5 on is when you like. So you've had 24 years, 3. That's one
actually
every
not
8
too
years.
bad.
8 years.
But I've had
Every
none.
8 years?
Yeah, me too. I'm saying I'm just
Yeah,
being
but
nice.
Jackson,
Yeah.
you could have 3 next year and we'd be on the same ratio.
I just don't think that would happen to me.
Yeah, but you never know.
You never think it's going to happen to
wait
you.
till you get really
and then it
angry with it.
happens.
You should start thinking it's going to happen to you because it will. 3 times. How many times have it happened to you?
I think 2?
That's too many. Oh,
We got to look up the average amount someone shits
it'd be like the
themselves.
feet. Remember, it was
Just
1.9.
comment below how many.
It's not 1.9. I'll stand by
That was
that.
one of those Google facts. It just highlighted
Not
1.9
fucking
and I went
1.9.
brilliant, wrote
Not
it down.
fucking 1.9.
Oh my goodness. Shall we move on to my segment?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for that story, Zach. That really is a good mental picture of you yelling in rage at an
That's
egg
insane.
and shouting.
Imagine having that on footage.
That would be the best
Yeah.
video of all time.
Do you guys ever just like yell? Because that might be like a thing I do.
No.
From like,
No.
Sometimes
Like,
when I'm
you
in the
never-
car, I
You
was
never
like,
get like mad
just
and
for,
you're just like
oh,
yeah,
mainly
you
for
just-
fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, so what? Sorry, what kind of yelling are you doing? Like what?
I don't know, just like, ah! I don't know,
By yourself?
bit louder. Yeah, or maybe with Holly.
What does she think of that?
I don't know, maybe she'll yell sometimes too.
That's pretty fun. I
But
like
then
that.
you forget actually cars aren't that soundproof,
Yeah.
and then we like look at the person next to us and they're just like laughing at us. And we're like, oh, they heard us.
How often does this happen? Do
I don't know, maybe once every few months.
you want to have a yell in the car on the way home?
Yeah,
I gave you a
sure.
lift here today.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
That does sound fun. I wish I could come with you.
All right, over easy or undercooked?
Sorry, what is over easy? I've never heard of that.
It's
I
where
don't
you
know.
flip the egg over in the frying pan for a couple seconds or a little bit. You know, like
that's
instead
what
of
Holly
sunny
does.
Side up, right? You
it's
just give it a
the-
quick
It's
sort
the
of sizzle.
antithesis of.
But it keeps it gooey still a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't want to
it's
like
flipped but
nuke
runny.
that thing.
That's what Holly likes.
I like.
Now I
That's
know.
my favorite too.
My
Well, there you go.
favorite
So how this game works, correct me if I'm wrong, I ask someone a question, and then the other two...
Correction. No, it doesn't work that way. What do you mean correct you if you're
Because
wrong?
we
It's
played
your
this before.
game.
No, we played this
Yeah,
before.
but-
And then the
this is a
other
new
two
version.
have to do over or under the amount.
Over easy
and
or
if the
undercooked.
original person splits the other two, they get a point.
Yeah.
And then whoever's right on
Also
the
gets
other
a
two
point.
gets a point. And please keep track of your own points. All right.
And if they both go over and it's not over, then I get a point.
All right.
Yeah, you can play along at home.
Yeah.
Question 1. Classic. In 2023, how many eggs did the US produce?
Who's starting, me?
Jackson, you're
I've
starting.
never played this game before. It's hard.
So we rotate who starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go
Starting
around. We
as
go
a-
around.
I'll go. How many US
In
produce?
the US, how many eggs did they produce in all of 2023?
Chicken eggs.
One.
Oh, yeah. Chicken eggs,
One.
I should say.
billion.
Oh shit.
1 billion eggs. Peter, over or under?
Oh, there's like 6 billion egg recipes.
There's a lot of egg recipes. Yeah, that means you can only make
You can only make
1 billion
one.
of them.
I think it's more. I think there's so many chickens. I think it's definitely over and probably by a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could see it being higher.
A billion is a big number though.
Yeah.
I think it's way over. My logic being 350 million people in the US.
Yeah.
You're only going 3 eggs per person per year?
Yeah, but there's some like
I have 2 eggs a day.
Yeah,
That's
but a lot of people
700
don't do
eggs
that.
for one
yeah, but
person.
imagine all the gym bros. You're
Yeah.
fine.
I think there's an average of more than 3 eggs per person per day. So over.
Per year, you mean, not per day.
Oh yeah, per year.
You guys are correct. 109.5 billion eggs.
Oh my
100
god!
every year.
I thought about. I did the mental maths as
Yeah.
well, and I was like, it's gonna be a lot.
So
A
that
billion
means-
sounds like an insane amount until you work it out like Zach
Yeah.
did. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
a billion is just seem like there's a lot of numbers below it.
I
That's
think
safe.
there might be like 1 billion chickens killed every year or something
Yeah.
for consumption, and then
Wow.
there's. I mean, they lay an egg pretty often.
I think
tough
there'd
game.
be more. I eat more than 3 chickens per year myself.
Question 2
He's got a point. He's got a
Congrats.
point.
for Peter. How many eggs did Holly and I have in the fridge this morning?
Oh.
Hey, here's one you have no fucking hope of guessing.
All right, so I think that you would buy cartons of 12 eggs at a time.
He's a big egg boy.
Would you guys buy 2 cartons of eggs and then have them? That's tough.
I've got some. Oh no, no.
I'm
trying not to
is
give
this
anything away here.
Pre or post breakfast?
I would say I didn't have eggs for breakfast.
Did Holly have eggs? For
No,
breakfast?
no eggs were consumed for breakfast, so it doesn't matter.
All right, so he's not an eggs every day guy, so that might change my number.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 8.
Fair enough. Zach?
I think they stock up. I'm going to go with over 8.
yeah, so
Carton and a little.
I know they do an online shop. I'm wondering because they'll probably do that once a week.
Yeah.
Would
Would they buy 2 cartons of eggs?
They could buy
yeah.
2. What did you say? 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking they have a carton. They've cracked into it, but they haven't finished it.
Logic wants it to be is over, but my heart tells me it's under. What did you say?
Zach
I said over.
I'm giving you a point, Peter, because I think you've nailed it. I'm going to go under.
Oh, the answer is 20 eggs. So we were over. We were over 2 cartons of eggs.
Over 2 cartons of eggs.
No.
Oh, there's 12 in a
20.
carton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 and a bit. So yeah,
Wow.
we usually have a carton, and then Holly's parents have chickens, and they often give us eggs.
Crucial
See
information.
that?
Crucial information.
I feel like that was good. If we knew Jordan better, we would have had a
my
better
bad.
idea.
Should have known Holly's parents'
You still
farming
got a
habits.
point, so you're all right.
Yeah, Peter
One-
split the group.
Zach's on
so-
2.
Yeah, I'm on 2
I'm
points.
on 0. I'm usually
Oh,
sort of
man.
the host of this game.
Yeah, you're not used to the
Not
other
a good
side.
player.
All right.
But real quick, I was
Yes.
going to say, I was counting my fingers. We should start counting our fingers like German people do with their thumb.
Is that what they do? How
It's
do they
more
do that?
comfortable. Hold your fingers in each position. Do you feel like your tendons straining in comparison?
Yeah.
Both of these feel easy to me. Are you feeling different?
I think the
No,
thumb
this is harder.
the
Middle
thumb-
finger's hard to keep
the
up.
thumb out is more comfortable.
Hold on.
Oh, when you start doing 3,
I think
Because-
it's just because thumbs up is one thumb out.
Consider
so like
this.
it's a bit.
when I do 3, I have to hold my pinky down with my thumb.
But that's not hard.
No, but like 3 with the thumb's so much more chill.
We can't hear you, Jordan. Your microphone's down because you're holding
I
your
forgot.
fucking fingers up.
Sorry, boys.
Drops his microphone. To
These
try out
headphones
the
don't work,
fingers.
so I don't have the headphones
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Maybe if I hadn't done this my whole life, this would be harder. But I think I'm used to it.
That's fair, but just I'm trying to be objective here.
Yeah.
Man goes to Europe once. Changes the way we count numbers. That's not
Hey,
Australian.
they're cooking. They're
Well,
cooking.
mine's the same anyway. 0.
yeah.
They're not going to change that for Germany.
You have 0 eggs.
No, 0 points.
Oh, 0 points. Zach, question 3.
Yep.
In Australian dollars, what is the average price of a dozen eggs in Switzerland?
Oh, that was seeming like an easy one until you added the in Switzerland
Yeah.
at the end, and
And then you have to convert it to Australian dollars?
Yes.
Fuck, I've just been to Switzerland.
I
If
just
I
went
lose
to
this, I'm fucked.
Switzerland too, but I don't know if we.
Yeah, I was
bought
going to do a
eggs.
different country, and then you two have been to Switzerland.
Great.
That's a bit
I
fun.
think
I thought they could have a
eggs-
Switzerland story to break up the game.
Is it an average price of a carton? A dozen?
Yep.
Okay, I think the average price of a dozen would be 4 Swiss francs, which is 1.7 times Australian dollars, which is like $6.80 is my answer.
All right.
Just-
$6.80.
It's got to be over. Isn't Switzerland expensive? Or am I getting that wrong?
Switzerland is expensive, but then like maybe some things are cheaper.
I'm gonna say it's over. I haven't been.
Yeah, I think it's much over. I think
I was
Zack's conversion rate was bad. I think it's 1.9.
Even still, I was
For
going to guess
Australian- to
25
Australian
Australian dollars.
Oh, it's
would
not
be
that
my
much.
guess.
Some stuff in the supermarkets over there is cheaper because they have more competition than.
Yeah.
We've been having price hikes in Australia.
Their
you
like
guys forget.
bread and stuff is like really good and cheap. I think some stuff
Yeah.
are cheaper, but eggs, we're like a farming country. We have so much farmland.
True.
I
probably
think that
cooked
Zack's
that
cooked it
one.
and
You're going over as well?
over, and yeah, it's gonna over.
Wait, so over. What are you?
Over.
Over, and you're, well, $6.80. The answer was $10.50.
Yeah, you
Oh,
cooked
yeah.
it.
So, yeah, Switzerland's like, on average, isn't it, like the most expensive place in the world?
Yeah.
No
Because I was
good.
looking at a map that had all the average prices of eggs, and it was like a coloured map, and then Switzerland was just like in dark red. Like everywhere around it was like in green, like average of $4 or $5. Switzerland, they're just like, fuck it, $10.50.
I feel like some stuff was cheap in the supermarkets over in Europe, but some stuff is just unreasonably expensive if it's not nearby. That was probably one of them.
Yeah. Okay, so what points?
I'm on one.
You're on a point.
I'm on 2.
1, 3, 2. All right, Jackson, back to you.
German 3.
How much protein in one large chicken egg?
Oh, yeah.
46 grams. This is a large chicken egg, by the way.
Is this one?
I think this is still
Let's
one.
still go one, then two becomes the
3,
L. Okay.
4. The thumb goes away for 4.
This is terrible for
What?
an audio
Well,
podcast.
try
Can we
and-
just cancel this
Try and
finger
do
thing?
4 with your thumb. It's really not
Nah,
possible.
come on, let's move on.
What was the question?
How much protein in one large chicken egg? A 46-gram chicken egg. Google counts as a large chicken egg.
6 grams.
There you
Ooh,
go.
That's good. That's really good. I'm
Peter?
gonna say over. I think Zach's gonna know it like to the fucking microgram.
Yeah, I think so too.
Jackson's bang on, 6 grams.
It was 6 grams. You guys know your protein.
Is
Wow.
that a double point for agreeing?
Is that a double
or-
point?
Yeah, usually you get it if you get it bet on.
I think you get bang on, you get double points. So
And
Jackson's
Zach
up to 3.
agreed
Do
that
I
was-
get double
Yeah,
points?
I feel like you get double points.
option.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's always been an
No,
option.
that's always been an
I
option.
know you can
Peter,
just
we-
agree.
We needed to catch up, so I'm on 4, Peter's on 3, Jackson's on
This
3.
is
Three.
fucking
Yeah.
horse shit.
That's all right, Peter. You might get an advantage
I
later
didn't
on.
know you could just agree.
Well, you might get the exact number on this, Peter.
Agreeing is very risky because every other answer
Yeah,
is
so
in
I
play.
started my answer. Oh, you're pretty right there, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay, whatever.
See if you can get the exact on this,
I'll
Peter.
just take the
Peter
L.
said the same thing last time.
We've got evidence. So this exact situation has happened before. in
Someone in the
Underdogs.
Patreon, Big Boy Snail, said Peter said the same thing
That's
last time. Peter, question 5. The Instagram account Just an Egg.
Oh,
has
I'm
a-
gonna get this one perfectly
They
right.
have a
How many followers?
Awesome, everyone.
they have a picture of an egg, and the description on or whatever it's called on Instagram. The caption is this: "Let's set a world record together and get the most liked post on Instagram, beating the current world record held by Kylie Jenner in
I've
brackets
seen this before.
18 million in brackets. We got this."
Yeah,
How many
the
likes
world
does this
record
post
egg.
have?
This used to be a big meme.
I think it succeeded, as far as I know.
And this is as of yesterday. How many likes does it have? I can't remember how long it's been up for.
Just so you guys know, you can agree with my
You can
answer
agree.
for 2 points. Okay.
And Peter, if you get it exactly right,
is
you get double points.
to the nearest whole number, or is it to the nearest million or the nearest 1,000? Just so
Um,
I can get exactly
okay,
right.
I'll say to the nearest. I don't
The
know.
decimal place is what it's displayed at, right?
So it's to the nearest 1/10 of a million.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So, like-
we have words for that.
Something point something.
yeah.
Million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so
nearest
what I-
hundred.
what I said-
The nearest 100,000.
Like, for example, 18.6, it would
Yes,
say. Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
And Peter, I'm going to give you triple points if you get it bang on because you're a bit unfortunate on the last
How
one.
about you shut the hell up?
Okay, we're taking them back.
I'm
You'll
not
be
getting
getting,
it.
you won't be getting extra points.
I'm gonna go
Give him
with
10 points if you guess.
52.5 million.
Fair enough. Zach,
I was feeling 32. I'm going to go 32.6.
Zach, you say
you
over
say
under.
over or under?
Under.
Under.
Well, yeah, it's under, but I'm also going 32.6. I want the
60.9 million is the answer.
Jackson
I
hasn't
feel like
guessed
Jackson-
No,
it.
he said under. He said
Oh,
under.
under.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so Peter gets a point.
He does. We
Well,
both-
and you both get
Zero.
no points. It
Tied
is-
with me now, Peter. Well done.
Thanks.
Fun fact, it's the
4-4-3.
second most liked thing on Instagram now. It was the first, but Messi took it over when he won the World Cup or something.
Oh, wow.
Or something.
I thought,
Yeah, what
think
the hell's like with Ronaldo's channel just getting a whole bunch of subs?
He's
despite,
very popular.
like- yeah, he's a popular guy.
That's insane. Yeah, how many subs is he at? He's like 50, 60 million now.
He's like overtaking people who've been working at it for years. It's quite hilarious.
has he started doing shitty React content yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Because
That's
Jason
kind of what his channel
Derulo
is.
does that. He has like these green screens of Jason Derulo's face. He plays his own music in the background.
Nice.
And then just like watches funny videos. But people found out that it was the same green screen reaction for like 10
Oh, wow.
He's just copy and pasting him like in the corner, like smiling and
That's
like
genius.
pretending to watch something.
Printing money.
Yeah.
So
overall.
much money.
Then it'll be like a funny clip, but it'll be like Jason Derulo. And
Imagine finding out that you've been watching that. It's just
Yeah,
the copy and paste.
true.
You feel pretty robbed.
No,
But, like-
Ronaldo's most recent thing that popped up on my YouTube was just like tasting food from every country I've played in, which is kind of just every country ever, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's-
click on the video,
That's,
but
that's fine.
it was
His
pretty...
next video is going to be hitting Ganondorf's backwards up air hitbox online.
I hope
Elite
so.
Smash Challenge.
I hope
Can I
so.
just, real quick, we're just talking about how like there's a whole bunch of people watching like, Jason Derulo fake react.
Yeah.
That reminds me, did you guys see Ariana Grande's SNL skit doing Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter?
No.
I think I might have, but I didn't really
That
pay
just
attention.
seems like, because like Sabrina Carpenter is kind of the new Ariana Grande. It
Well, it's
seems
just
like
the new
she's trying
female pop star, whatever. They're doing their own thing.
I feel like their music is actually like kind of similar in like the vibes though.
I
I have
wouldn't
no
really agree.
idea.
Anyway, my point is, I saw this thing being like, it's the number one most watched thing on TikTok this week. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
It's fucking garbage.
What, the impression's bad or?
All the singing is completely out of key. I think they must have not had an earpiece in.
Right.
So it's like they're singing to a backing track that's not even in key. It's not funny.
As in
It
Ariana
takes-
Grande singing.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like I think she's been stitched up with the singing.
She's a
She's a
good
good singer.
singer.
Like
Yeah.
I have no doubt. Sounds horrible. Jokes weren't funny. Worst shit I ever seen. I can't believe that it's popular. I truly can't believe it.
What do
Wow.
people say like when they on the comments or whatever? What are they going like? This is good. I always find the comments.
laughing emoji. Laughing.
So
laughing,
is the
crying
joke that
emoji.
she can't sing?
No. It was just a bit to the song about a woman going on a hen's night and like cheating on her husband.
Is she singing the same song?
It's just to the tune. It's just like
Oh, so she made a new song.
it's just a skit. It's like
yeah, it's like a parody.
yeah, it's like a parody. It's
Like,
like
she's like-
went on holiday, saw this
Right,
guy.
right.
I
Like,
didn't cheat on you. It's
Weird
just,
Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Right. But it's out of key.
and it sounds like crap. It's not. I just go watch it or
I
don't.
have to watch this.
Yeah. People find stuff funny that I don't find funny
but-
a lot.
I understand this too.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that this is popular. I just can't.
Yeah.
It has no redeeming qualities.
I feel that about a lot of things. Probably like I'm guessing things that you would like, and vice versa for me to you. Like I feel like everyone's opinion is very different, and particularly
I can
what's
see the value in a lot of things despite not liking them.
like. But this you find
I
nothing.
can't see the value in it.
I'm interested to watch and see if I have the same opinion.
Yeah,
Zach
I've
and I
not
watching
seen
it,
it.
cracking up laughing.
I would have to leave. I would have to go.
Will it translate with audio? Like if we listen to it now? If we
Yeah,
can get
okay.
it up, like is that going to be enough, or do you need the video?
Are we
to
going to
go
get
with it?
striked?
I'll
I'm
give
gonna
you
have
5 seconds.
I'm
on
gonna
it.
have nothing because I'll be like, okay, it's not for me. But that's my reaction already.
No, it sounds bad, and she's a singer. Like that's their
Yeah.
job to sound good.
I want to hear the.
Maybe that's
this,
why they find it
terrible
funny.
mixing. So we're going to get it played through.
Someone's saying that they're singing poorly on purpose for sure.
They're making fun of stock
Do you
bridesmaids.
really think-
I don't know what that means. I'm
Do you
so
really
out of the
think
loop here.
a singer would purposely sound bad for the bit?
Yeah, if they're doing a joke.
I think maybe
That makes sense.
I want to see it.
Okay, this is a news
Here we
article.
go.
I don't know. Sorry.
Hold the game.
All right, the game is being held for a very important situation.
It's all right. You guys keep going, and I'll find
Well, we
it.
can finish the game while Peter finds it.
Well, Peter is next to guess, is he not? I think.
He is. I just get. No, wait. Peter just guessed.
Oh, no, Peter just guessed. All right, Zach, I'm heading this over to you. This is a bit of a long one. Giving a bit of backstory here.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, as a young kid, worked at McDonald's. His boss used to call him Young Eggs.
I need the reasoning for why he was called Young Eggs. That's sick.
We don't have it.
No, it's because he loved eggs. He loved cooking up eggs at McDonald's, and he's really good at it, apparently. Snoop Dogg loves eggs. Oh, we got some music coming in.
Didn't sound
Okay.
good.
You're already laughing. It was
Wait,
funny.
should we finish the game and then we'll do the?
Peter, you've failed.
Yeah, you're laughing.
Wait. Let's finish this Snoop Dogg Young Eggs.
No,
Sorry, continue.
no. Let's go to that. Let's go to this.
Oh, let's cross live.
She says, "Don't worry, we won't cross the
No, she's taking a piss.
She's taking the piss,
She's taking a piss
100%.
for sure.
You think?
Yeah.
She is too good of a
doesn't
singer
look-
to sing like
She
that.
doesn't look like she is.
Okay,
I'm watching the
watch
I
the
think
video
100.
later.
I think 100% she's taking a piss.
I need to hear 0 more seconds to know that that's a joke.
But she looks so serious.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
that's a
like a
bit.
good joke.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Snoop Dogg loves eggs and has a book called From Crook to Cook. Platinum recipes from the Boss Dog's Kitchen.
Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Can you start again? I'm
Snoop
so
Doggy
lost.
Dog.
Very quick TLDR.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg has created a cooking book that he sells.
Yeah,
There you go.
got it.
Zach.
What type of cooking?
Well, a lot of egg cooking. Zach,
Egg-dables.
how many ratings and what is the average out of 5 stars on Amazon for this cookbook? So this is a 2-pointer here.
God.
You have the average star rating and how many reviews this book has on Amazon.
Does he get to pick which one he has answers, or does he do
No,
both?
Zach
That's
answers
a point
both.
for each, surely.
Yeah. Zach,
This is a big game.
this is a huge round.
Can we do it one by one? I'll be too confused otherwise. Like, we'll do the
Okay, let's go
total
for
number of
reviews
the
first.
total reviews.
Oh, God. I feel like there'd be a lot because if you're buying a Snoop Dogg book, like, you probably have more to say about it than if you're buying a regular cookbook.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
agree.
Like, you got to come back and give the DOGG some feedback. I'm going to say 4,700.
Over.
All right. Zach Jackson's
No,
going
that's a
over.
quick over.
I'm also going to go over.
But it's only on one website, these reviews.
37,700.
I was going to
Okay.
guess 26. I
I was gonna
thought it
guess
would have a
20,000.
lot.
So a point for both of you boys.
Yeah.
And actually, no, let's keep it fair. Jackson, you do the average
Okay,
star rating.
How many points am I on? 4, I think. Lost count.
Why wasn't he Snoop Egg?
I'm going to guess...
Sorry.
I don't know.
It's the motherfucking EG.
Shit, I have no idea how good this book would be. I feel like people would rate it well as a piss, even if it's bad. 3.9.
Heading over to Peter.
Over. I think it's fire.
I'm going to say over. I think it's young fours.
4.8.
Yeah.
Very
Jesus.
high.
That's old
It's a
fours.
very
That's
high
high
rated
fours.
for a cookbook.
Wow.
So there you go. Should we do a point tally?
Should we get that book?
It's a
That's
pretty
an
good book, apparently.
unbelievable amount of reviews
Very
and
good book.
rating.
I don't know what I'm on. I think 5, maybe 4.
I'm on 5 too.
No, I must be on 4.
5-4.
I think I'm on 6.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
literally
sure
haven't got a
he is.
single one wrong. It's
It was
just this
4,
fucking
4,
egg
3.
bullshit.
No,
fucking
I'm on-
protein.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Motherfuckers.
All right. Well,
654.
Peter, back to you. You might get this one exact. To the nearest 100,000.
I hate it here.
How many eggs does a female have on average at birth?
A human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the nearest 100,000 was a big clue.
What?
It is a big clue, but I feel like I had to give
What,
it.
what would you have gone
There's
like
no
4
way
or something?
girls have 100,000 eggs.
Well, okay. I've heard that you're born with all the eggs that you have for the rest of your life.
Oh.
And then they have to mature. Like you have the numbers or something.
Right.
And then they mature from there and then release over your life until menopause.
If you hadn't
And then
said
you're
nearest
all out of
100,000, I
eggs.
would have said about
I probably
8.
shouldn't have said that, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big clue.
8.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you start off with all your eggs and then you lose them.
Yeah, got it.
Jackson, there's people that have more than 8 kids.
No, but I
They
thought
have
your
to
body
have-
would build them as
Jackson
you
thought
go.
you make 'em.
Oh,
Like
right.
semen.
Like it's a bit of a conveyor belt situation, like continuous.
Yeah, I think that's what men
Yeah,
are
like a conveyor belt situation.
Yeah,
Like
well,
the
that's
sperm's a bit of a conveyor belt situation.
Yeah, well, it is.
like a production line.
Yeah, and that conveyor belt's moving quick because we've
Yeah.
got millions, if not billions, of sperm. How many we got, Jordan?
I don't know. I didn't look that one up.
That's
Sperm.
not egg related.
Sperm tally. All right.
I'm going to say 500,000.
Fair enough. To Zach.
I'm
Fair
gonna,
enough.
say,
It's always good.
If you're releasing a couple every month when you ovulate,
I'm gonna say lower.
doesn't make sense.
If it's to the nearest 100,000, I would have said 0 because my answer would have been like 500.
Fair enough.
And rounding down to the nearest 100,000 is nothing. But I'm gonna say 100,000.
Yep. To Jackson.
Yeah,
Oh, well, lower.
I think I'm going to do the same. I think Jordan might be pranking us with this to the nearest 100,000. 100,000 eggs is a lot of eggs.
No, but I don't think Jordan would think to prank us. I think we're wildly off anyway. But
No, I'm
gonna
going
say lower.
under.
It's 1.5 million eggs.
Yeah.
Well under.
So.
Over, sorry.
Yeah. Peter gets another point.
That's
All
a
right,
lot.
Let's keep the game moving. Over to Zach. How many mammals in all of the world lay eggs?
1, and it's the platypus.
Heading it over to Jackson.
That's not
Zach
a mammal, is it? I don't know.
Oh, is it not?
I don't know.
Because mammals don't lay eggs.
I went confident.
I'm going to... I wish Peter was going before me. That would be handy. I'm going to say Zach's bang on.
All right.
And now I'll find out what the answer is.
Oh, respect, dude. Me on the eggs, grams of protein.
Yeah.
You on the platypus.
We agree.
It appears that you fellas have forgotten about the echidna, the other monotreme. Over.
Is it 2? He has a 2?
Well, there's probably a few species of echidna.
Yep, Peter's 100%
Sonic
correct.
the Hedgehog lays eggs, and his biggest
Hedgehogs
enemy.
aren't echidnas.
But his biggest enemy is Dr. Eggman. So are you saying hedgehogs don't lay eggs?
Hedgehogs aren't echidnas. They're not monitoring.
I mean, Peter's already committed, right? Like,
Yeah.
over.
it's over. It is 5. It's 1 platypus and 4 types of echidna.
Oh,
He was so bang on.
He was very
Wait,
bang
so
on.
I still get 1 point.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate.
What about?
If you said, yeah.
If you said 5, you would have gone.
That would have been
I'm going to
impressive.
have to look up if hedgehogs
Oh, you
lay
don't get
eggs.
to.
They don't.
Well,
What are you doing? What are you doing, Zach?
No, my research is wrong.
Zach.
My hedgehog finally laid eggs. This is on r/hedgehog.
But it's probably not a mammal.
No, a hedgehog's a mammal. It's not a monotremes.
Oh,
It doesn't
hold
lay
on.
eggs.
Wait. Hang on. This is outrageous.
This is like the foot thing.
Hedgehogs don't lay eggs.
Hedgehogs usually give birth in June and July, though the hoglet season can begin in early
What are
spring.
you talking about?
Huh?
The hedgehog didn't lay eggs. There's no way.
They
So did it
definitely
lay eggs?
did.
I think this person on r/hedgehog is maybe mistaking their echidna for a hedgehog. I don't know though. It's
Either way, you're still
We're
wrong.
always-
All right, how are we going for time? Should we do 2 more questions?
Yeah.
You have more questions?
Yeah, I've got more questions. I got 12, but we've done 8 so far.
Real quick though, that does mean Knuckles lays eggs.
No, he's a male.
Oh, shit.
Shall we move on?
Checkmate, idiot.
Jackson.
Zach is attempting to spread so much misinformation this
The
episode.
best is real quick. Like, you didn't have to say anything at all.
I really wanted Knuckles to canonically lay eggs.
He canonically
That's
hatched
pretty
out of an
funny.
egg, though. That's pretty fun.
Jackson.
Yep.
With his big fist.
I will give you 100 points if you get the exact number correct.
Oh, that's big.
really trying to make me lose.
Crocodiles lay eggs. And
Yes.
Yes.
100 points.
Let's
Found
go.
it. I asked ChatGPT, how many average saltwater crocodiles would it take to form a ladder to go to the moon? Handing it over to Jackson.
Oh, so
Getting
nothing to do with the
pretty
eggs.
loose-
Just
loose
how
with
many
the
saltwater
egg relation.
crocodiles
Yep.
to the nearest what?
To the nearest
Moon.
single
Is
digit.
this an average? Oh, I just chat GPT. You didn't ask it. That's exactly what you asked.
The moon, I never can really figure out how far it is away. I know it's far.
It's pretty far.
And a saltwater croc is like roughly as tall as us, bit bigger probably, about
Yeah.
2.5, maybe a bit 2 meters or something. The moon, got no idea. It's far. It takes a long time to get there, like a day more.
Well, it
Depends what you're
how
traveling
getting
in.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, via spacecraft.
Via crocodile ladder, I think it might take more
like a
than a
long
day
time.
to organize that many crocs. Man, that is going to be a task.
Croc ladder. Is it how long it would take to get there by croc ladder?
No, how many crocs to make the ladder?
How many crocs? in the
Depends if
ladder?
they're snapping at you while you're climbing on their back.
I'm gonna go 12 million. I've got no idea.
It's a-
All right.
I
Great
think It's
answer.
going to be over by probably
A lot?
quite a lot. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how far away the moon is either.
Nah, you never. They always say it's far, and you're like, well, okay.
It's like if you drove in your car, it'd take you 5 weeks. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no one. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Could I? Oh, can I change my answer?
Well, I've already said
Oh, yeah. He's kind of persuaded you, I think, to change it.
I just more mean like if it takes 5 weeks to drive there, it's
Well,
going to
no,
be
I
more
just
than
made
12
that
million.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay. All right, Zach, what
All
do you
right,
say?
so
Trying to change
Peter,
your
you-
answer with the
Source,
post-it
I made
You're
it up.
over.
Yeah, I also think more because if it's 12 million, that's like 24 million meters. if
Yeah.
they're 2 meters.
Yeah, that's pretty
Um,
far.
But then if you put that in kilometers, what's that like 240?
24,000.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot.
24,000 kilometers.
Yeah, I
no,
feel
it's
like
like
they also-
1,600 to Tom Price.
Yeah.
Well, the answer is 85,422,222 saltwater
Oh, yeah.
crocodiles.
You almost got 100 points.
So just a bit
close.
off there.
What was it saying the average crocodile size was?
I can't remember. I don't know. Should we do this as the last question?
And it's worth how many points are you ahead by?
I plead the fifth. I would like to win.
The final question to Peter.
How many points is it worth, Jordan?
This
Please
is
say
worth
one. Please say one. Please.
3 points.
I think I can't win anyway.
I don't even know how
I
many
think
I'm
I
on.
can win.
This could be one that Peter
Peter's
gets
wrong.
exact, I will say.
Yep.
Is Peter's gonna get this exact?
And if Peter gets it exact, he gets 27 points.
What if
Holy
I get it
shit.
exact?
Can we just get into the question?
Yep.
No.
Peter, how fast can a saltwater crocodile swim in kilometers per hour?
What's that got to do with eggs?
Saltwater crocodiles have
They come out of
lay
eggs.
eggs.
Have you
Lay
heard?
eggs.
Ugh.
I said that in the last.
Stretch.
Idiot.
When did Knuckles the Echidna first appear in Sonic the Hedgehog?
I'm going to say they can swim at...
How fast
Yeah, in kilometers per hour.
to the nearest?
Individual
Kilometer.
digit.
Like 28.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to say 38.
Fair
I'm going to
enough.
say faster. I reckon crocs are on some shit.
No, that's
You say a saltwater crocodile.
Yep.
Okay.
that is fucking quick, but
I was picturing Usain Bolt running next to one.
how fast do you Usain Bolt?
About 38 kilometers an hour. That's why I based my answer on.
Oh, really? Is he actually 38? That's so fast.
They've been around since the dinosaurs, though. I reckon they've optimized for some swimming.
How fast they swim?
They spend a lot of time in the water.
I was going to say under, but I think they're going to be faster than Bolt.
Do you say over, Zach?
Yeah, I said over.
I
Said
think
over.
I'm going to go over as well, but Peter's got with the Usain Bolt fact.
All right. Well, congratulations to Peter. It was 29 kilometers per hour.
Damn,
And
that's
so
pretty
Peter is the
slow.
overall champ of
you.
Over Easy
Thank
Undercooked.
Let's go, man.
They were high-fiving for those audio listeners.
Yeah, well,
You're
swimming is harder than running.
Yeah, but they're just so big and so jacked.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be able to swim faster.
I think I knew that the fastest like mammal is like a killer whale, and it's only like 55. Like,
Oh, wow.
What? I thought bears could run faster than 55.
yeah, they can run.
No,
it's
swimming.
Water.
Swimming's
Oh,
hard.
okay.
Water's hard.
sorry.
That's kind of my point.
Have you seen the videos where like a killer whale's killing something?
Yes, it's sick.
How they look like they're going faster than 55. I'm going to be honest.
It was actually quite large, isn't it?
Is that what it is?
I think it might be.
I was watching where the whale had like a little baby on its like back, or not literally on its back, but hiding behind it, and the killer whale's and over the top of it, and I was like, that speeding fine, like
'Cause
so
I think
fast.
it put into perspective, like, you know when you see people swimming in the Olympics?
Yeah.
How fast they look like they're going?
Yeah,
Pretty slow.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
In
about
terms
a
of kilometers
third,
an hour.
apparently.
You
Apparently,
know?
crocodiles, they're like 3 times faster than a
Yeah.
human
Humans.
swimming.
Yeah, we only get
Wow.
like 10 Ks an hour when
Yeah.
we're swimming.
But that
real
makes sense.
fast.
We're not built for swimming.
No, we're not.
Whereas the croc is.
So
But like someone who, like, you know, Michael Phelps, he's made for swimming. Still slow.
Yeah,
I like
but
the fact that
I
I
wouldn't
can
say
run
I
he's
would
faster.
argue he was made for walking.
I would say like him, he's not really on crocodile levels of made for swimming.
No,
He's
yeah.
got a lot of gold medals. Crocodiles have none.
That's a good
Ooh.
point.
Oh, no, you're right.
Checkmate.
You're right. You're
I
right.
reckon crocodiles would struggle if they had to enter with like freestyle. Like a crocodile swimming and you're like, no, you can't do it like that. This is butterfly.
Sorry, Zach. You said they struggle with freestyle. Freestyle means no style. You can do whatever you want, so then
Yeah.
you're fine with
Can
that
you
one.
actually?
Yeah, freestyle's
Free
I thought you had to-
style.
Nah, that's
That's
a
just
myth.
the fastest way of doing
Why
it.
do, so
Oh,
people
I didn't
call
know that.
the like arms over. You're like
It's called the
swinging-
front crawl or something. The actual stroke.
There's room for method
Wow.
development in the freestyle department.
I
is
didn't
all
know
I'm
that
saying.
either.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, we'll get them in the fucking breaststroke or the butterfly. Then the crocs.
Oh,
are
then
done.
they're fucked.
Yeah.
Because they're not butterflies.
We should invent a new stroke that's faster. No, someone's probably done that if it was.
Probably the whole game.
I reckon in like 50
Tell you
years
what,
they'll
we
be
should
like,
invent
we
some-
figured it out.
Some kind of opener for all these cans that we can't get into. Someone should really invent something for that first.
All right. Should we head over to Zach for our final
Yeah.
segment?
Eggment.
My eggment is called To the Extreme.
Extreme.
What? That's so extreme. What the fuck is that egg doing?
Do you
Yeah,
want me
we're
to say
gonna-
something? Sorry.
Can you just add like an extreme sound effect? Wow. Nice.
We're going to be looking at some of the most extreme records that have been set
Whoa.
involving eggs. But I want to know,
Like Guinness World Records sort of
yeah, I want to know how many
Ooh.
you guys think you could do of each of these as well. Like, actually.
stuff. Do you get a point for saying the highest?
No, but then you
I
would
can
just
do
say the highest.
everything.
Can I just say, when I was in the Philippines while I was away,
Yeah.
in one of the bars, it was like a breakfast and whatever bar, there was a record sign for most eggs eaten in one sitting.
Whoa.
And like it was just like
That
you know,
might be one of the questions
Hold
that
on,
do not
don't-
reveal the number.
Don't say it out
Yeah.
loud. You might have a huge advantage.
you know like the days since like
Yeah.
accident. It looked like that because it's like clearly they're like changing this number. I'm like,
It was like a chalk thing.
Yeah, it was like
Oh, so for
wow.
at this specific place, how many
Yeah,
eggs?
their egg record.
wow.
I want
Can
to
you give us a number
Egg
that
cord.
was? I'm curious.
a lot.
Damn it.
Wow, that is a lot.
Well, we'll get into maybe something quite similar. First, how fast do you guys think you could peel a boiled egg?
I'm pretty quick at this.
I'm awful at this myself.
Is it
I
soaked
got,
in
I'm really
cold
bad.
water?
I'm saying 5 seconds.
That's fast.
You can. I think you can soak it in cold water.
Okay, that helps a lot.
I got bullied when we were over in Germany because I get Maddie to peel my boiled eggs for me because I cannot for the life of me
Peel
do
it.
it in like less than a full minute.
Yeah.
I
5
think it's a
seconds is
practice thing.
fast.
Oh, yeah. I never really do it. I just made that up.
I never used to peel boiled eggs.
I
when
feel like
was,
I can
a
do it in
kid.
about 10 seconds, and I think that's quick.
What's the technique?
Crack the top so that, like, is an oval shape.
Yeah.
There's, like, one that's, like, a fatter end.
Yeah.
And the other end. Usually when they boil, there's, like, a bit of air at the top. So you crack it on the top bit. then you just peel from there.
So that's your way in.
Yeah, and there's like a little layer, like a sort of I don't know.
It's like a skin, right?
Yeah, skin. And if you can grab the skin, it's so easy to peel because you basically pull that away rather than the shell.
Yep.
That's my technique.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. I'm going to go. I think Jordan might be good here. If you're quick with 10, there's probably room for improvement, though, because you've never gone competitive.
Well, he's going 5, so he's
Yeah, no, but I'm
fast.
saying-
Zack said, "What's your best?"
If you can do it in 10,
Yeah.
what's the world record, you know?
Oh, sorry, is that what we're doing?
Well, I wanted to know how fast you guys thought you could do it.
We could do it.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd take me like 30 seconds. I'm shit.
Okay.
30.
And
I
then-
reckon 30's like be lower than the average. It's actually kind of hard. At first, I was really bad at it. I've just eaten a lot of boiled
Maybe,
eggs.
yeah, maybe it's less.
What do we think is the fastest?
I reckon it's like a Rubik's Cube thing, or it's like
Well-
3
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, I'm
0.7.
thinking 2.
Yeah.
I've heard you could use a
I was
straw.
gonna do this game. I don't know if this would work, but if we go like one by one, you think like how quick you could do it, but you can't go past the record, but everyone has to raise each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, let's try it.
So like Jordan, you say how fast you think the world record is.
I'm going to say 3.8 seconds.
Is this like that Don't Wake the Wiggler, where if you're the
Yeah.
one that busts
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Wiggler, then you lose?
Yeah, 3.8.
No, because then you would just do tiny steps. But you're trying to get as close as possible, but you have to go
Okay,
more than
because you should just say
Jordan.
3.7.
I'll go 3.2.
Yeah, but you don't want to bust. You don't want to go.
But what if I think the previous person's bust?
And then you can say sit.
Oh.
No, you say crack, like the egg's cracked.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to
I'm
crack.
going to say 2.5, because why not?
All right, Peter's cracked. So
Oh.
James,
No, I feel like you should leave it as he don't tell us that he's cracked.
no, you
it.
get one try each.
Oh, we
That's
keep
done.
going around until you sit on
No,
your
no,
answer.
one try. You're good.
No, we
makes
should keep going
fucking
around.
sense.
We
We
should
should
keep-
keep
No,
going.
no, no. What you should do is not reveal that Peter cracked the egg, and then we have to say Peter cracked it, and then we stop.
Yeah, you have to sit if you think
Yeah,
every
you have to
person's
sit, yeah.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
don't reveal that Peter cracked it.
Whoopsies.
Next
Otherwise,
time.
going first is a big advantage.
Anyway, what is it?
No, but I could go on yours.
2.88 seconds.
Ooh.
Also, there's this German invention for cracking eggs. That's got a crazy
your
name.
thumb.
I'm trying to find
A technique.
the pronunciation. No, it's like a little invention with like a little steel thing.
Oh, like a
hole.
nutcracker bar.
Yeah, and
for
you
eggs.
drop it on the top of the egg,
Uh-huh.
and it cracks the top like perfectly, like a
Ooh.
perfect oval. It's called.
Einschein soll Bruchstellen verursachen.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My favorite.
it's like I think,
Yeah,
but it's basically this little like hat. And you drop it on the egg, and it cuts out a perfect oval. It's really cool.
and then you just like,
Guys, Google
peel
it.
really
That's
easy.
once again.
There you go.
Einschein soll Bruchstellen verursachen.
Yeah, just Google that.
Yeah,
I get the
just Google,
spelling, but
like,
I'll get it later.
German egg cracker.
Yeah, got it.
All right, next record. Oh, well, you guys, how far do you think you could throw an egg and catch it without breaking?
Like in the air.
Yeah,
With a partner?
Wait, yeah, to yourself or to someone else?
To someone else.
Okay, I thought you had to run
Oh, the-
after it.
So the
No,
length
distance.
of distance.
Yeah.
Is it boiled? No.
No, it's an egg.
Soft hands. You have soft hands.
Yeah.
Cricketer's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Am I starting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
And we're going up this time for cracking. Yeah, I'm going to go 12 meters.
Okay, we started lowballing at 20 meters.
32 meters.
Well, I like this. It's like a bit of an auction. now.
Jordan's cracked it.
So you're sitting?
I'm out.
I'm in. 35 meters.
My highest ball that I was going to go, I reckon you could throw an egg like 62 meters, but I'm not going to say that.
You could just jump to the highest if you want.
You can scare me out of the game.
48 meters.
48 and a half meters.
No, you can't say that.
Ah,
Ref.
yeah.
You can't say it. You got to
Yeah,
give
that's why I didn't think that
Ref,
method would
Yeah,
work.
what do you have to go up by? in
50
increments?
meters. I think we're getting close, so I'm slowing down.
I think we're getting close as well. I'm going to go 52 meters.
Oh, guys, this is going to take way too long.
No,
if
this
we
is a
do it
great
like this.
game.
Zach, we're
The
having fun.
audience
It's 1:30.
loves this.
I'm having fun.
We can change the rules after this game, but I really want to
better
win.
if we cracked it at 12
Jordan?
meters.
60 meters.
I'm sitting.
All right, we both cracked out. So if Peter's still in the game, he wins.
It's 98.5
Oh,
Peter wins.
wow.
Cowards.
We
Yeah,
cracked out.
I was silly there.
I scared
See,
him with
I-
my big jump.
You
Don't
did.
say sit. Say crack. Peter's cracked it.
no,
I-
you. Oh, nobody
Crack.
cracked it.
I think you only get one attempt each, so you have to go as high as you.
But you should always just say higher than the next
That
guy.
makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
No,
otherwise-
or
if I
you
go
say
first,
they cracked it. So you're trying to
Oh.
get as high as possible without going over.
All right, that's good.
But there is a lot of controversy in the egg throwing and catching world record scene.
I would
actually.
imagine so.
Yeah, I went on a bit of a deep dive. So the world record for 98.5 meters was set in 1978. Removed from the Guinness World... That was by Guinness World Records. Removed from the Guinness World Records book in the year 2000.
What, 22 years after the fact?
Yeah.
And it was conveniently the same year or 1 year after when the World Egg Throwing Federation took over and they had to certify all records to be official.
Sorry, the what federation?
The World Egg Throwing Federation.
Do you reckon the guy that runs that is just like a big control freak? He's got nothing else
Yeah, but
happening.
now they have to be certified, and the Guinness World Record one isn't.
I thought you had to be certified for a Guinness World Record. Like someone has to
Well,
say,
there
Yeah.
was, but it wasn't by the World Egg Throwing Federation.
I don't give a fuck.
Whose official record is only 71 meters.
I bet it's just one fucking dude who threw it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
But like 71 meters, but that was like as of last year. So it's like, it was like 60 meters before that. Now it's 71. So these guys in 1978 that apparently got 98 and a half,
I believe him.
which I believe them too.
I reckon more people were doing it back then.
That's a hard distance to throw something.
That's
That is big.
The catching is not the limiting factor.
Yeah, I think it's the
100 meters
throw.
to throw an egg is long.
I reckon
to
it's
be able to-
reaching
Think of
velocity.
like a 100 meter sprint.
Yeah, it's hard. And then to
Then
throw
to
it
catch
and
it,
to
eh?
catch it like as well, I don't buy
Yeah, but
it.
is there a limited number of tries? I feel like you could just keep running it back.
Keep throwing the eggs.
So would
And
you say
like-
you support the World Egg Throwing Federation?
Does someone certify the egg? Because some eggs might have harder shells.
Yeah.
True, if they're
Is it a
somehow
chicken egg?
slinging an ostrich
Is it an
egg.
ostrich? You can't throw an ostrich egg 98 meters. Get real. Anyway, next one.
There's got to be a perfect size of egg for like distance to throw versus crackability.
Is a smaller one the best?
Well, no, a quail egg would have too much air resistance for its weight.
Oh, as in the animal you mean, right?
I think that this egg size would be very important.
Chicken egg seems good.
They've nailed it with that already.
I think
Yeah,
I
a bit
have.
bigger. Like if I was throwing a
No,
ball as
it's a
far as
chicken egg.
maybe a baseball. So I'm thinking slightly larger.
Yeah.
I think it's a chicken egg. in
What
this.
what egg's that big, Pedos, off the top of your head? Do you know any? No.
Maybe like a, I don't know, a crocodile egg.
Cassowary egg.
A croc
Ooh,
egg.
you know cassowary eggs are like green, like the brat color.
Didn't know that.
Brat eggs.
They are brat eggs.
All right.
What's the brat color?
What's the Zack? Get on the same planet as everyone else.
The like Charlie XCX.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
welcome to Earth.
But I don't know the color.
The lime green.
Iconic. It's this like kind of gross lime green.
All right. How fast could you balance 6 eggs?
On top of each other. These always have
I'm-
follow-up questions.
Wait.
I just
I'm
don't
going to leave
understand.
this
What?
with no answers to
Wait,
your follow-up
can you
questions.
please repeat it? How long?
How fast could you balance 6 eggs?
Like how many
fast?
seconds would it take you to get 6 eggs
You don't know
balanced?
that.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
And I'm going to leave out any additional information.
Am I
for
going
when we
first?
guess. No, Peter's going
Peter's
first
going
now.
first.
So you want to get as close to the fastest time to balance 6
And what
eggs.
if I think it's lower? I say Peter's cracked it.
Yeah, then you say cracked it.
I'm gonna say 45 seconds.
But you get 2 points if you're closest, 1 point if you said they cracked it.
All right. I'm not going to worry about the points. I'm just going to focus on whether Peter cracked it or not.
45 seconds to get 6 eggs? Nah. 28 seconds.
Jordan cracked it.
Jordan wins.
Woo!
It was 26.46 seconds.
Oh,
he
very
didn't- He
close.
didn't crack it and he got very close.
Wow.
So there
Perfect
you go,
guess.
Jordan. A Jordan amount of points for you. I don't know what the point system is.
But you get 26
Jordan
points.
amount of points.
You,
Okay,
get, you get what
so-
you guessed. That's how this game works.
That's
There you
good.
go, 26.
26 points.
The art of balancing eggs,
Yeah.
which is much more popular than I knew about.
Is it
there-
more or less popular than egg throwing?
And is there an egg balancing federation?
No, there's not. I don't think so.
Is this officiated by a
Yeah, 'cause
certified
I don't know if
egg
I believe it
balancing
anymore.
expert?
But there was like, how fast can you balance 100 eggs? Like most eggs balanced in 1 minute. There's
Yeah.
a lot of balancing, which is like head over toes, I suppose, like vertical egg.
Way
So you
harder than
gotta-
I was picturing. Like this way rather than this way.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh.
I
No,
think
you
it would
just,
be easier.
no. You stand each egg vertically,
Yeah.
but not on top of each other.
Oh,
So you just need to balance 6 eggs standing up on their asses.
I was picturing on
a
top, I was
tower.
like,
Yeah, me
28,
too.
no
On top
way.
of each other would surely be impossible.
Can we try that with one? Do you have an egg in the fridge?
On Zach's
I
floor.
have a few eggs.
Oh, right here.
yeah,
Can I
but-
grab one egg and we can try it? Because I want to know how hard this is.
Okay, yeah.
It's got to be
Oh,
very
if it
hard.
falls
Falls
Keep
down,
talking
you have
without
to
me.
clean it
We'll
up.
keep playing the game.
Okay, good.
No, we won't keep playing the game. We'll keep talking about balancing eggs.
All right.
no, we'll
So
play
no,
again.
I watched this guy
Right.
balance the 6 eggs like vertically. They obviously make it look quite easy.
Yeah, well, they're
This is
pro.
They will figure out how hard it is.
I reckon Peter's just not going to be able to do it.
I'm reading the chat. Someone wrote Mudpuppy49 said egg standing is actually extremely traditional. That's great.
Traditional.
Really?
Big Boy
In
Snail
what
says
sort of tradition?
Chinese
Anyone,
celebrations.
anyone balance eggs during the solstice or whenever it is.
What?
Is that Because like the gravity or something during the
I've
solstice?
no
Is it
idea.
meant to be different?
Mud Puppy has wrote a paper on egg standing.
On egg
That's
balancing.
insane.
insane.
Or on Chinese celebrations, probably.
It does seem like a Chinese thing. Like it's like good luck if you can balance an egg. Do you know what I mean? They're all about luck.
They do
I
love
think it would
luck.
take me 5 minutes to balance these 6 eggs. Maybe 6 minutes. A minute per one seems
Yeah.
like the best I could do.
That seems very difficult. Bloody
Swear to
eggs.
God, if Peter knocks this egg off the table, and
I'm
it
worried
cracks
about
on
that. I
the floor-
suppose like it's on carpet on the floor.
Here he is
yeah,
back.
that's not a good thing.
Peter is back with the egg. It is small. I think, yeah, a bit bigger of an egg for the throwing.
All right, wait, Peter, do you want me to start the
45
time?
meters.
And if you balance that 1 faster than the guy balances 6, I'll give you a point.
Whoa.
Great.
Sure.
All
So
right, I'll
Peter's got-
commentate
Yeah,
this for
no
everyone.
downside for Peter here.
Okay, so
Well, he
Peter's
didn't
got the
he
egg in
didn't
his
seem that
hand. Zach's
excited.
getting the timer ready.
Yeah, so 26.46 seconds, and we're going to have commentary from Jackson
And Jordan.
and Jordan.
Jordan, it's a beautiful day for you, love egg
Okay, you
balancing.
ready,
How are you
Peter?
feeling out here tonight?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling excited for this.
2, 1, go.
A piece of
Going
sweat
for the
drips
balance.
down Peter's forehead as he tries to concentrate and lock in on the egg balance.
This
What are you
seems
seeing, Jordan?
ridiculously difficult, especially on a surface like this. I reckon if a more grippy surface, you might have a
Wait,
better
he doesn't know what end to go
situation.
from,
I
the
think-
thick end or the thin end.
I'm seeing a lot of rotations of the egg. That's important.
It's
You've got to
thick end.
rotate it.
All right, we're at 17 seconds. We
You've
got
to
less
balance
than
it on
10.
the thick end,
This
which he's
is
trying to do.
Near impossible. Do you have to shake it maybe to get the yolk
3
at the bottom?
seconds
Seems in time.
left.
I imagine you've got to just have the littlest amount of surface area.
Someone did 6.
Oh my
Someone's
God.
done
Do
6.
you want to just give it a
balanced
quick
6
crack,
eggs.
Jackson? Not crack.
No, don't, please don't crack it.
It's really hard.
I
I
reckon,
just did it.
I would be
Yeah, that was so
amazed.
good.
I reckon you got to use your finger on the top.
Like
And that's
this.
all, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Ooh.
We
very,
can't even
very
balance
difficult.
one
I'm not going
egg.
to try.
I'll keep it here.
Maybe
like
we
a-
should just keep it here
I'll
for
keep it
like
here like a
decoration.
hand. No, 'cause
Yeah.
if it cracks, at least it's on me.
But it's not going to crack, it's just chilling.
spontaneously crack.
All right, that's balancing eggs. How many boiled eggs can you eat in one sitting?
Oh
Which
my
I think is
God.
roughly like 10 minutes. Like it's got to be one.
That's gotta be like an
Basically,
hour,
till
right?
you can't fit any more boiled eggs inside.
Jordan, you're first.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to go with 22 eggs.
It's a pretty good guess.
Thank you.
Well, how much do I have to go up by? Because I reckon he's pretty close to the mark.
You want to go up as close as you can so that Peter doesn't get it higher than you.
Could I say 23?
You could, but
Dirty.
now
I'll say-
that you only get one turn
Dirty
each,
game.
it's more of a risk.
I'll say 24.
I mean, I could just say 25 and take the win, but I think it's more like 45. So let's say 45.
Yeah, it was way more than that.
Whoa, really?
I feel like you guys made it very easy for Peter to just know it
I
was
would have
over.
guessed about, I think I would have guessed 30 or something like that if I was
Well,
going the first time.
This is the intel I got from the place I went to in the Philippines.
Oh.
The record of
That's
this place
true, yeah.
was 48. So
Wow.
I knew it had to be higher than that.
Was it,
Damn,
was
they're
that
scoffing
boiled?
them down.
I don't know, but
'Cause I feel like
it's
I could,
boiled eggs.
I could eat
Eggs.
a lot of scrambled eggs. Like I
And
could
because you
eat-
said 10 minutes, so I was picturing an egg every 30 seconds on average. You get the dry mouth and that, like succotars.
I suppose you could just like pop it.
Yeah, I
That'd
don't
be
know what the
great
technique
sound.
is, but 143 eggs.
Whoa!
what the hell?
I think they're just
Sorry,
like
it was 143 eggs.
Yeah,
I think they're swallowing boiled eggs whole or something.
that's insane. They're literally probably just like they go to put the next one in, and the egg's still like in their neck, and you can't fit any more in your body.
It was the singer of a punk rock band who saw that the record was 141 eggs and was like, I reckon I could do more than that.
and they were right.
And he got 143.
Guys,
Do you reckon
we're-
there's a Guinness record out there that you can beat?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
You said that with
Yeah.
such certainty. I don't
Yes,
think I have
there's
enough.
There's so
somewhere.
many garbage ones.
Okay,
like
what-
okay. Here's the thing with the Guinness World Records.
Yeah.
you have to pay to get a record updated.
Right.
You can pay even more to get a new record in. So it's actually kind of monetized. There's a lot of dog shit ones people have basically paid to have themselves in. So like,
So you can invent one
fastest
like-
Yeah.
time doing a marathon dressed as a witch.
Yeah.
I like let's say I train for a marathon. I could probably beat whoever did that because they just did it to get in the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's millions of complete shit ones
didn't know
because
that.
Guinness is so monetized.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine if the like fastest marathon runner in the world goes to the Olympics and like the person who's like the current favorite and they just wear a witch costume to
Yeah.
say fuck you to like anyone else that has
Could they
put
veto
that
it?
shit
Like
in.
if the four of us entered as like most Mario parties played in 1 hour in one sitting, and we just played like 2. It's like Underdogs 2. Do you reckon they'd be like not enough?
I think they have to approve your
like
thing
it have
as
to be
well.
like that's actually pretty
There's some
good.
committee.
because they have to print them their certificate. They'd feel
It
pretty
would
bad
be
about it.
so funny if we got in there for most in one sitting. We played two and we're like, oh, fuck, I'm exhausted. I'm going to go. I'll do something
I
else.
reckon like the people at Guinness are like not that into the gaming sphere. I would imagine. So
Yeah, we could probably get away
we
with
could send
something.
it through and like hopefully get a boomer reviewing it and like it
Do you
sounds
have
like
any
a lot.
idea the ballpark of what that costs to get a new record in?
think it's
It might be like
thousands.
10 grand or something.
I have to ask TC Nick. He did the
Yeah,
most
the
hours playing a fighting game non-stop
Longest
for Smash
fighting game
Bros.
marathon.
He actually did it in the world record.
Yeah,
book.
because there
Like
was a
Guinness?
world record and he got the new one.
I
He
saw
had, like, a
the
witness and,
certificate in person when I visited him.
Oh,
He has it
nice.
hung up behind
Right,
his
so
computer.
finding one that exists and trying to beat it is smarter
It's
than...
cheaper.
Yeah.
We should just beat TC Nix if you're thinking of an Underdogs video.
How
Yeah.
long was it? But it has to be what I want
69
personally.
It was 69 hours.
4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, classic.
69, 420. It's a good bit. And it got printed in the book. It's pretty funny.
We shouldn't beat that.
It's pretty
Yeah,
he
it's
got that.
in the
He got
book,
that.
eh?
He got that.
All right, how many eggs could you crush with your toes in 30 seconds? This is a record.
Do you have to use the
Jackson
rest of your
style?
foot or just
I
your
feel
toe?
like I will explain this one.
Yeah, good.
So you have a helper. You are, I think, usually sitting in a chair. I don't think you can use your body weight like standing. The eggs are placed by the helper. They are
under your
feeding the
toes?
eggs under your toes, and you're crushing them by kind of clenching your toes.
In between
like-
your toes?
Yeah, but like stomping on them.
So
kind
not
of.
in between your
So
toes.
you can press them against the floor, but there's a bit of clenching with the toes.
A perfect example of someone's made this up just to get in the
Yeah,
record books.
exactly.
This is crazy.
I don't know, but I don't think
In 1 minute?
in 30 seconds, how many eggs could you crush with your toes?
I'm assuming you can do more than one crush at a time.
Yeah, you can do one,
I think the limiting
can double
factor...
fist them?
one crush each foot.
I reckon the limiting factor is how fast your helper can get them in. Because I don't think it's hard to crush an egg
Are
with
you
your
allowed
toes.
multiple helpers?
How many helpers do you get?
There was one in the video I watched.
Was it a good
And
watch?
I watched it a lot. Those toes crushing eggs.
I feel like
oh.
the more than the toes
like a weird
is
fetish.
the feeder. I'm going to say... What is it, 30 seconds? I'm going to say
Yeah.
60 eggs.
I think you've cracked.
You going cracked it?
Ooh.
Are you raising, Jordan, or are you
Right,
saying
I'm trying
cracked?
to. I'm trying to crunch my toes here. 1, 2.
Yeah, but you can do more than one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say 90.
Okay. Well, Peter's the only winner because
Damn it.
Jackson cracked it immediately.
Yeah.
That's 2 eggs per second. That'd be...
Well,
Yeah.
1 egg per foot per second.
It was 45. So you
I was
weren't
going to
too
say
far
45.
off.
What did I say?
swear I was 60.
You said 60.
I just... I think the feeder the limiting factor.
Honestly, the feeder was so bad.
Oh
They were,
my
like-
god.
They kept like missing the passes
Oh.
like into the toes, and like the guy was crushing them, no worries.
Yeah.
And the feeder was like literally, he would grab
That
an egg,
part's
but
not
his
hard.
fingers like slipped off.
So should
Oh,
we,
dear.
should we beat
Extra
this
second?
one and we use multiple feeders?
Yeah.
Now we've worked out how.
we
I
can
don't
beat this one.
want to waste eggs.
I
that
like how
much.
a
And
minute
also-
ago you're like, are you guys sure you could beat a world record? Now we're like, well, I don't want to waste the eggs.
Yeah.
But I would.
One of the ones I didn't include on this list, but I thought I could beat was most eggs cracked with head in 1 minute. Jordan, you would be good.
I
at
love that.
Remember Jordan's win or dare? How it's always crack an egg with your head.
Yeah.
It's very
Basically,
funny.
like headbutting an egg on a table
How many
with
do you reckon
head.
you could do quickly?
in 1 minute.
In 1 minute, if you had to, you have them all lined up. It's going bang,
Yeah,
bang,
that's
bang, bang.
exactly
I reckon
it.
it's like 220 or something.
Fast.
That's so
For
fast.
a second.
Yes, count 4.
1, 2, 3.
Count 4 doesn't even make sense.
It'll
as a,
count, I think-
Anyway, it was 142.
Yeah.
That was pretty close.
But I do
Closer
think
than I thought.
I think I could beat that.
Yeah,
If you think of
220.
like 1, 2, that's like seconds.
I reckon you could do
crack,
3.
Crack. That's 120 if you get 2 per second, which is easy.
I don't know.
So I think
Do you really have the endurance?
Yeah, that'd be hard.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I would get a concussion from doing that for sure.
Yeah.
An egg is like it's hard.
Concussion, but a world
Egg
record.
fact.
Might be worth it.
A bit
Alright.
more.
This one's a good one. How many eggs can you carry on a single hat?
What hat?
On a single hat. That's all the information.
Yeah, because if you had the world's biggest hat,
Yeah.
it's
You
pretty
can-
handy.
You can think of some hat designs.
But if
that
it's like
might be
Peter's hat
able to-
right now, you're probably not carrying much.
Okay,
This
I-
is ridiculous.
I will say you can have a custom hat.
I
Like,
reckon
you
then
have a
it,
custom hat, Peter. Forget it.
Yeah,
It's literally like 400 or
Think
something
of like
ridiculous.
a hat design that you could.
You can
carry
make the
most
biggest
eggs.
hat.
How big
You
is a
can use
piece
it.
of string?
It's whatever.
String?
It's whatever you make. Whatever you want.
This is so
who
what?
goes first? This is
Peter is
ridiculous.
starting.
All
I
right.
believe.
Do you have to prove that you've worn the hat? Like you're like, yeah, this is a reasonable hat. Like here's me at a birthday
in
party
the clip,
wearing
in
it.
the clip I saw, someone was carrying the eggs in the hat, walking along.
Yeah.
So like they're wearing the hat with this many eggs, and they're carrying it.
All right.
They're wearing the hat and the eggs are on top?
Like the hat is.
Is it worn?
It's carrying eggs on a hat. So they're wearing the hat and carrying this many eggs.
I was picturing them carrying the
Oh.
hat with the eggs.
No. The hat is on the head.
Oh, so it's 0 with this one, but like maybe if you had like a sombrero.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sombrero's
okay.
That's what, I'm just
bowl-shaped.
picturing
That's
the
a good
biggest sombrero
example.
in the world.
I think you can carry 200 eggs in a sombrero,
Well, on
Cracked.
this record
That's cracked.
but it could be a big sombrero.
Yeah, no,
is
I
cracked.
agree.
No, it's two,
I think 200's crazy.
it's 220.
All right. Well, Jackson was closest,
Wow.
but still nowhere near.
Nowhere near. It would be like
Oh my
I reckon
God.
500 or something.
It's 735 eggs.
you just make the
insane.
dumb. What kind of a record is that?
It's one of these silly records.
Things have changed quickly.
It's a fast.
Yeah.
That's genius from
it's a
Guinness, though.
fast.
Like, just pay us big bucks. You can make whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Hey, you're gonna have a world record, and everyone's gonna think it's awesome.
Yeah.
What
This
are you gonna
was,
do to something nobody's ever thought of doing
Yeah.
before?
It was Gregory De Silva. The hat design was kind of like, I would say maybe twice the height of a person.
Yeah.
And just a big
Yeah.
sort of like net structure
Yeah.
to contain all the eggs.
Oh
That is what
my
I'm talking about.
gosh.
And then the net is attached to the head.
I feel like you should have to prove that you can wear it like a no one. If you can wear the hat and
no one
comments on it for one day in a social setting, then you can use it.
no, this is
Yeah.
Does nice hat count as a comment? Because it could just be a nice hat.
no. This
Instead
is
of, like, what's the deal
definitely
with the
like
hat?
it's not. You would
think
comment on it to say why the fuck are there 700 eggs
I think
above
nice
you? This
hat you
big
get away
net
with.
structure.
But if
Okay.
anyone says like, "Why are you wearing that?" or something to that
Or what
effect,
is that hat?
DQ.
Yeah.
No, it was very obviously an egg hat design. Purely
That's
for
what I
the
mean. It's
record.
not a hat. Then it's just it's the thing you wear in
It's
your
the
head
egg
the whole
catcher.
day.
Well, that's what they counted as.
Guys,
Oh my
leave
gosh.
a comment of what egg world record you would like to invent and beat, and maybe I'll do one of them.
Wow.
Do you guys have any ideas of what egg world record you could invent and beat?
Sounds like anything, to be honest. Most eggs I have in my shoes without crushing them, but I have ridiculously sized shoes and
That's
my feet
good.
take up nothing.
Most
Yeah,
eggs
like
in the shoe.
Yeah.
Clown shoes, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
what about most eggs?
What is the point of any of this?
Most eggs carried for an entire marathon?
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe largest egg eaten if your name is Peter Waghorn.
That's good.
Oh, that is
Oh,
good.
that is a
That's
good
good.
one. No one's beaten that.
And then I'll
It's
eat
like
an egg.
slightly above average.
It
Wow.
doesn't have to be.
You
Wow,
could be
double
like,
yolk.
2, you're like, I'm full. Any other
Yeah.
Peter Waghorns out there?
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, surely you can't have that many, like, what's it called? When you, like, rely on something else? Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like in
qualifiers.
philosophy, yeah. Qualifying statements.
Yeah. Brilliant. Is that it?
Nah, that was it.
That was
Great.
great.
That was
to the
extreme.
extremes.
I think we came in trying to learn about eggs, and we just really learned how stupid the Guinness Book of World Records is.
That's how I feel like I've learned. I learned a lot about Humpty Dumpty, which I sort of taught you guys. What else did I learn?
Invention?
just how
Sweden
stupid nursery
Inventions,
rhymes.
how
are.
the
Switzerland.
world has worked. Switzerland egg prices. Thank you, Jordan.
I
No
learned how
worries.
the can opener was invented.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many eggs Jordan buys at once, which is important.
Very important for everyone to know.
Comment the best thing you learnt down below.
And
Yes.
if you would like to join our Patreon, you can now vote on what we're going to be talking about next week.
Yeah,
now
so
that you know
topics.
how this works, this was a bit about eggs. Next week, we're going to have a bit about... Can you take it away here, Jackson?
Yeah, just keep stalling for 3 more
Yeah,
seconds.
so we have a choice of 4 awesome options.
We're gonna go on a poll.
A bit about...
Organs,
A bit about...
rats,
A bit about...
dance, and orange.
Orange. We learned a little bit about orange.
But
Oh.
if you want to learn more about
If you wanna learn a
organs,
whole bit about
rats,
orange.
dance, or orange, head on over to the Patreon. You can vote. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You'll still get to listen. You just won't have any control over what you learn. It's like school. Whereas this, you have control of your own learning. It's like life.
Yeah, and just like school, you don't learn how to do your taxes or
No.
like useful stuff. You learn about eggs.
Rats.
Hey, I feel like I learned a lot.
What would you vote for, Zach, if you were voting? Organs, rat, dance, orange.
I think I would vote for rats.
Dance for me.
Organs for me.
Ooh, orange for me.
So,
So no bias, everyone.
if you want to impress
You
someone,
choose
you
now.
pick. All right, head on over to patreon.com/underdogspod.
Underdogspod.
There's also mini shows going to be going up there, and we've got what else have we got going?
We got
on
heaps
Patreon?
of fun stuff.
Heaps of fun stuff.
Well, extended editions of every podcast.
What else do
The
we do?
voting
Live stream.
system,
Well, we're
mini
about to
shows.
hang out with the patrons right now. A bit of post-pod party.
And we did a bit of album reacts, Jordan. If that interests you, to Pimp a Butterfly,
Yes, we did react to that.
Scaring the Hose album. What else do we do?
We played chess. There's a lot of stuff on
All
there.
right, enough shameless plugging.
Yeah, because we're not editing this out, remember?
this
Yeah,
is
let's
just all
keep it
going
moving.
in. So
Thanks for
will
watching,
see
everyone.
You all next week with a bit about.
Send us off with an egg pun.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Not an
Egg puns are excruciating. Bye.
Eggs.
Crack up.